Hey, everybody, this is Everyday Shenanigans, and thanks for joining me. This is live number 2. This is pertaining to the grandmother, Grandus, Candy Blywell's mother. Is she a co-conspirator to the disappearance of Summer Wells? There's something off with this story, if we're to believe the commentary by Boy H. I played you commentary pertaining to Boy H and Chris McDonough from the interview room. And if you believe what Boy H has to say about June 15th, then you also have to ask yourself, what is the role of Grandus? What role does she play? Because at some point she was picked up from the hospital, allegedly, taken to the swimming hole with Boy H, Summer Wells, and Candy Blywells. They leave that said place and run around the city, going to different avenues, places to get food, milk, slushies, dropping H off in Kingsport, Tennessee, and then back to Rogersville, Tennessee. So at what point does Summer go missing after the drop-off at Boy H home? Boy H's home. Where was the grandmother when all this shenanigans was going on and calling and yelling for Summer 2 minutes later, planting flowers? What is the truth? Grandus, what big eyes you have, because you must have seen something. Hello, everybody in the chat. Grandus, what is your role? Because are we now talking about 4 conspirators? Are we now talking about Candy Blywells, Grandus, a dope dealer, and Don Juan? We're going to call him Don Juan because he likes himself a whole lot. And he's been the head knocker of this story, talking and talking and talking. All right, Lipstick. Thank you, sweetie. Talking. The mouthpiece of this story, never being quiet, never shutting up, never showing any respect for the living or the dead. Always wanting to be seen, always wanting to be heard, but yet he was not there on the compound at the time of the child's disappearance, allegedly. But yet he wants to be first and center. And I find it interesting that the person that does the most talking was allegedly not there. Candy didn't want to talk, and Grandus didn't want to talk. Grandus, honey, why did you leave your daughter? I'm trying to understand. Why would you leave your child? Your granddaughter is missing. She's left behind with her children and his goofy-ass husband, and you decide somewhere down the road, I can't remember the month that you left, it doesn't even really matter. It's the fact that you left. Who leaves their child when their grandchild is missing? Who does this? And it's obvious you don't care about your child. You didn't probably care about the other one that's missing. That's why Candy doesn't have what it takes to be a parent, because she ain't learned anything from you. You're walking around looking like a guy in damn Lee jeans. Hell, I can't tell if you're a guy or a girl. Let's keep it real. What is your problem? Yeah, Queen woke now. What is the problem? Who leaves their child? Your granddaughter is missing. And you hightail it back to God knows where. For what reason? So what you want me to believe? Don and Candy were full of drama, problems, this and that. Well, you knew that anyway when you decided to stay on that compound with these goofy-ass parents. You knew they were trouble. You bred her. You brought her here. You gave her life. So you know Candy Blywells. You know Donald Wells. So what's the secret, lady? I find it sickening that you would talk to somebody in your inbox that you don't even know, and the YouTuber is baiting you. Yeah, she did that. And then she finally lets you know, oh, by the way, I'm a YouTuber. And then you let her know, oh, you should have told me beforehand. So you'll talk to a random person asking you 50,000 questions about Candy, the baby, Don, but you can't even stand in front of the news with your daughter and her husband, to talk about your missing kid. So is it perhaps you're just as evenly yoked in this drama with Summer Wells as well? You know something because you're a part of the madness too. Now we got rumors you're back on the compound. For what reason? Why come back? Hell, you should have stayed on up there. You ain't missing nothing out that little dusty camper. What you leave behind? A flat screen? You can get a flat screen anywhere. Come on, Queen. This is sickening. That's why I know that you all are all street people. That's why I keep trying to tell people. Street people come in all forms, height, weight, color. You got white street people, you got black street people, you got Hispanic street people, you got foreign street people. Street people are street people. I don't give a damn what their race is. You all are street people. You don't know nothing but the street because that's all you want to be. That's all you care about. Ghetto ratchet. You can't explain logically running off up north and your damn grandbaby is missing. And then you got the nerve, as they say, because I don't know what's the truth. I tell people I don't listen to gossip. You done told somebody you went up there allegedly for a family, to help a family out. How the hell you gonna help somebody when you allegedly got a broke knee? I'll wait. Sylvia K, you in the wrong playhouse. You in the wrong playhouse, baby. You in the wrong playhouse. You might want to remove yourself because you're in the wrong playhouse. Thank you, Pretty K. They should have told her she couldn't leave. If she allegedly was the last person to see Summer alive, why the hell would you give her permission that she could go out of town? Now, I want everybody to stay right here so I can keep an eye on you. You can't give me no information about this child. I want you right here. Ain't no flying the 7 seas. No, I need you right here where I can see you. Keep an eye on you. And it's early on in the investigation. Nobody should have been traveling nowhere. Stay woke. Thank you, Outlaw. I don't want to hear that crazy stuff you're talking about. I don't want to hear it. Because there's no reason for a grandmother to go out of town and her grandchild is missing. Rather, law officials said she could come, go, stay, sit on top of the house. Doesn't matter. It's principle. But obviously, you are well supporter. Another wacko. Jeez. This is what I keep trying to tell people. The whales are 1% of what's going on in America. There's more like them. They like to come in the chat and talk. Have you not noticed? Whew, Lord have mercy. Crazy people. Yes. Family tree. Amen. Thank you, baby. You just hit the nail on the head. That's why everybody acts the way they act, because nobody cares about anything. 1 second, you guys. You are part of the story too, lady. And there's just no excuse for you taking off, leaving your daughter and your grandchild is missing. So that would lead me to think that you know something about Summer Wells' disappearance. Because why would you leave? There's no logic behind you leaving. Don't you care about your daughter? Don't you care about your granddaughter? Don't you care about the boys? It's not just Summer, it's the boys, it's your daughter. You love all of them. They're your family. Are you going to take off and leave? So what you said to yourself, oh, she's got it under control. She's got Donald here. They're good. Hello, Holly. How you doing? Yes, Crystal. This is second live, baby. I just jumped back on. I've only been on 10 minutes and 16 seconds. Queen wants to get all this dirty laundry out before she enjoys her Christmas holiday. So I'm airing it all out, and then I'm done. I don't care what they talk about on YouTube. I won't be up here talking. I'm getting ready to enjoy my television. It's what I pay for, and I want to enjoy it. Shut your mouth. Grandus, what do you know about your granddaughter? Did you aid your child in discarding her, hurting her? Come on now, you can share with us. You like talking on Messenger, so we know you like talking to random strangers. So share with us. Right, zero empathy. See, you got to have something in you to care. And when you listen at Don, you can see he's the type of person. He's hustled, swindled, stole all his life. He doesn't care about anybody. Candy, she's numb. She's a grand actress as well. And Grandus, she probably learned it from Grandus. They're all evenly yoked in mischief, mayhem, emptiness. They're empty vessels floating around. Hello, Flouncy. How you doing? Merry Christmas. They're all empty vessels. So one thing begets another, and that's what's going on with these people. Empty vessels breed empty vessels. You know, it's the luck of the draw to be born to empty people and then become grown and pray to God that you don't end up like these people, acting like these people. But there's a chance that you will act like these people because they are your relatives. You come from the cloth. You're cut from the cloth. So you've got to pray to God, if you believe in God. Hey, I don't end up like these people. I don't talk like these people. And I pray for their children because this goes deeper than just Summer Wells missing, Don and Candy and the grandmama's foolishness and all that bullshit going on out there in Utah that happened a long time ago. You got to pray that these little boys left behind don't end up like Don and Candy. Ding, 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 wake up. There's a chance these boys are going to end up in more mischief and mayhem like their parents. And we'll be talking about them 15 years from now if we're still breathing. Did y'all ever think about that? The oldest is what, 11 years old? Will we be talking about him 10, 15 years from now? Yeah, you all better stay woke. Because this is a vicious cycle with this family. And now you're talking about these children being in foster care. Hell yeah, it's about to be a repeat if there's no help and no intervention. But Grandus, you know something about that day, and I want to know, what do you know? Because we have to figure out a timeline from H's to 6:27 p.m., 6:30. And I got a funky feeling you know something about that baby, her being discarded, all of that. That's why your ass took off and went back up north. You ain't, honey, you ain't fooling me. And I don't give a damn about nobody talking about, she can leave if she want to. She can leave if she want to. Well, that goes back to Hawkins County then, huh? And TBI. Why would you let her leave and she's the last person to see Summer Wells? Unless you already got a receipt that she's not involved. What you got to say about that trucker?
That who's not involved?
I beg your pardon?
That who's not involved? I just got to missed the back end of it.
Grandus, because why would she leave, and why would TBI let her leave when she's one of the last people to see the child?
You know what? That is a very good question. Of why did they actually let her leave?
Nobody should have been able to leave out of town.
Nope.
That's how I feel. So let's go here. Did Grandus take a lie detector test? You don't talk about that.
And as far as we know, that we haven't heard if she did or not.
Right. Everything's been about Don and Candy, the Don and Candy Gong Show. But nothing about Grandus. Look, the Crystal said that right there. You damn right. She don't get a free pass. They took H's phone. They kept it for a month or so. So Grandus, how does she get a free pass to just go out of town? And H couldn't go back home to New York to his father. Stay woke. What and why? Did she get to go out of town? Did you seize her phone? Did you take her phone like you took H's and Don and Candy? And why were you able to let her go out of town? Because I feel like her ass should have stayed here just like everybody else. Roll with it. Calling all doctors. Trucker, you want to join us or what?
Oh, yeah. It wasn't really to go back to the 1 year anniversary for Rosemary Bly. It was for her son that was getting out.
Reese has a good question. Did she really leave? Ting.
That is another good question.
Damn right it is. See, this is what I tell you about listening to gossip. You gossip and gossip and gossip. You never bring a receipt. Do you know if Grandus ever left the state of Tennessee? Exactly, Amy. More reason to keep her because of what happened to her daughter. Exactly.
Okay, Queen?
Yeah. Hold on. Candy. Too much candy.
Yeah, it can get that way.
That chocolate gets me every time.
No, Reese, that is a good question. Really, did she leave? We don't have no idea because we don't know the phone pings and to trace her route. Like Don.
This is why I tell people why I don't listen at that he said, she said. Because we're now 6 months in asking questions that should have been focused on day one.
But all the focuses are coming right back to Candace and Grandus on day one.
Exactly. Yes, Tammy, she made herself look guilty by leaving. Yes. Exactly. Crystal says she knows what happened to her daughter and now her granddaughter. Yes. ZB says, nope. All we know is she wasn't there when Chris came to do the interview. Doesn't mean she was out of town. Exactly. So who started the rumor she was out of town? Very good point. See, this is why I keep telling everybody, stay focused. Always focus on what's been said at the beginning of the story because that is where the truth lies. All this old extra, he said, she said, Pookieville, YouTube Nation, who on somebody panel, man, that stuff don't mean nothing. Because
or Roger Rabbit.
6 months in, no summer. Where's the baby? And what does Grandus know? Because I believe she knows something. Thanks, Rags.
Thanks, Rags.
I don't know why this person keeps coming in the chat with all this crazy stuff. Don't, next time, just put a report on it. Don't hide it. Just report it as spam. Thank you. Yeah, he steered the narrative. Yes, he did. You know what? Stop it. Her and Don were hiding in the school bus. Dead. You all are sick. Oh. Candace said her mother left. Right. So who's to believe that dizzy broad? Oh, I love it. Ann B says the Shady Bunch. Oh, I gotta use that.
That's a new one. Yeah, got to use that one.
Here's a story of a lovely lady. I'm dead.
Of the Shady Bunch.
Of the Shady Bunch. I love it. Merry Christmas. You can't make this stuff. Let's start us. And I had a cat named Pookie. Well, you should. I bet you slept with one eye open. If you did. You had a cat named Pookie. Then you slept with one of your damn eyes open. Said she took Jose. Interesting. Well, Grandus, what do you know? Because everything is he said, she said. Like I tell people, bring a receipt. Because everything about this story pertaining to someone else's gossip. He said, she said. Prove everything you just said. Prove the Tacoma truck. Prove the scream. Prove she brought the baby back to the property. Prove she went in there and saw that the child was missing. Prove that somebody abducted somewhere else. Basically, TBI in Hawkins County is damn near about to debunk everything that was ever said about June 15th. Ronnie Lawson isn't sure about the Tacoma truck. He's basically debunked the scream. TBI is not on board with the abduction theory. They don't have evidence to that. And now they brought in the theory of foul play. That is your last theory when you don't have anything else in a case. So that should tell you something. And is it because they found out something from the lab? Something's come back in the devices to show you that somebody was lying. They wasn't where they said they were. So you don't know. Why did they go back and research the area that they searched in during the summer? Why only search for 2 days? What were you looking for? Were you expecting to find some Wells remains? But you didn't find her there. What's the truth? Grandus, you know something, and you need to put on your girly panties and act like a girl for once in your life and tell the damn truth about what happened to your damn granddaughter. All this old faking the funk about Rose Bly, this and that. I was told that Rose Bly's alive. Put that on paper. Hell, maybe that's why you ain't really too concerned about Rose Bly, because you know she's alive. Come on with it, Queen. Ting. These, put on her boxer briefs. I can't, y'all. Stop it. What do you think about that? Her daughter being alive, Trucker.
Some of the stuff it's leading. It's very well possible now.
Well, she's far away, all right. Trucker?
Yeah.
Do you believe Grandus knows about some Wells?
Oh, yeah, most definitely, because her and Candace spent the full day with the supervision of Summer underneath their nose that day. So, yeah, they know something.
Truth Seeker says, I'd fake my own death to get out of that family, too. Interesting.
Yeah, I would, too.
I was told she's alive. That's why I'm saying it.
With the confirmations, we're still leading on the facts on that to see.
Let me tell you something. I was told months ago that the woman's alive. I cannot tell you where she is or what was said about her being alive because I told I would never tell it. I've already given you a hint to where and why. You have to figure it out yourself.
I kind of got an idea where she's at. My facts and findings, I think I know where she's at.
Rose would have no reason to have Summer. For what reason would she want to be involved with these people?
Rose didn't want nothing to do with them.
Killer B says, and they all know to keep their mouths shut.
That's the reason why Rose was trying to get out of the danger zone of her ex-husband up there in Wisconsin.
Crystal says, I wouldn't let my mom leave knowing she was the last one with my daughter unless she's a part of the scheme to get her down. So hell yeah, she can get on a midnight train and get on up the highway because she's a part of how the child got gone. Exactly. I think Rose is alive. For her to say she's going to see a cousin who didn't have plans with her makes me think she was trying to disappear. Yes, Rebecca.
Well, not only that, her ex-husband threw a lot of threats at her and told her, if you leave me and you ain't going to get the kids and all that. So what does a woman going to think? So you're going to have to disappear and start your whole new life.
Robin says, and they didn't collect money to search for Rose Bly? ?
No, actually, they didn't.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's a good point, too. Why not?
Got another one.
Why not raise no money for your daughter? My child is missing. Help me find my child. We love her. We miss her. She left her children behind. She wouldn't do this. And let's go here. Grandus doesn't have anything to do with the children left behind. Mm-hmm.
Dang it.
Yeah, I know. Just keep popping up. I don't know what's going on. Irene says they didn't want her back. I don't know, baby. Who didn't want her back? Her family? Why not? Let me ask you this, Trucker, because everything's speculation because we don't know these people. Do you think Rose Bly had a relationship with Grandus?
Very good question, no.
Because look at how she did Candace with a missing child. Unless she had a pick. Do you think Rose could have been her pick?
I call 50-50, but it'd be slim.
Yes, Truth Seeker. We could write a movie about this. That's true. This is a Netflix dream. Oh my goodness. A dream. Somebody said it was a GoFundMe for Rose when she vanished. Rose Meyer started the GoFundMe just like she started a GoFundMe for the Wells. Rose Meyer. Oh, that lady friend. Well, they've been friends a mighty long time then. Rose Meyer. Could this be a secret crush? I'm dead. Grandus, what big eyes you have, Grandus. Are you going to tell us the truth about June 15th?
It's very well possible, though.
What happened when you went home with Summer, Wells, and the mother? Was Summer alive? When you left Boy H's house, where did you go? Did you go straight home or did you go to dump the baby's body? Did you go take the baby to meet with somebody else? Did you pull up on the compound and the child was in the back seat, comatose, dead? What? Was she talking what? What's the truth, Grandus? Come on. Stop this foolishness. Tell me the truth. Why would she abandon her kids? I don't know, Rose. Miss Enjoy. I don't know why she would abandon her kids. I don't know these people, so I can't say. People leave people for all types of reasons. Maybe she feared for her life. Maybe she's involved in some hanky-panky. I don't know. Maybe she just wanted to just leave and say the hell with it. I love my kids, but I'm not gonna fight this man. I don't work. I don't have no money. I may not win. See, you never know. You just don't know. But I heard in an article she would not leave her children behind. That was said by acquaintances or friends. She wouldn't have left her children. So I always thought perhaps maybe her husband killed her. Because allegedly she left the house with her husband and father-in-law sitting there when she left. But then you also have to remember that's commentary from him. So who knows who was at the house when she left? So you don't know because she's missing. And if she's dead, she can't tell us the story. Andy says they're all guilty as hell. Yes, who done it? A normal family would have presented a solid front to the media in order to find Summer. Yes, and that is what I've always said about this story. The fact that Candy, Granny, and Don were not all together to speak on behalf of Summer's disappearance was very strange to me. All of you all living on that compound, and yet 3 of you couldn't stand in front of a camera to talk. You got Candy doped up in every damn interview. The walkie-talkie talking, but he was never there allegedly when the crime happened. And then Grandus, she's somewhere sleeping in a camper with a broke-ass kneecap. I'm dead. And then takes off a month or 2 later.
Well, you got to remember, she was at the vigil with no knee brace and no cane and all that, and didn't complain about her knee being hurting, so.
I didn't see that. Somebody said, did they get any money? For what, baby? Did they get any money? Who, Robin? Money for what? Sick of talking about these folks.
Well, I know what Robin's trying to talk about. Yeah, they did get a lot of donations, a lot of money to help repair their house, to help bring the kids back, but they ain't going to get them back.
Mm. Yeah. That's a house. What does a house that Jack built? That's a house for Candy and Don to stay in. Not for them children. Good morning, dear. The husband may have killed her. If I don't believe the version that was given to me, the girl did. Because they had a lot of domestic problems. And when people go missing after domestic problems, usually the worst is the scenario. They're going to have separate housing real soon. 3 meals a day. Truth seeker. Amen. Honey, I'm crunching on this. Excuse my manners. It's a party mix. Pretzels. Pretzels and those little miniature bread crouton things. Excuse my manners. I had the munchies, honey. What you say, Rags? I love that. They're going to have separate housing soon. Amen. Yeah, because you know what? I don't want to be talking about Summer Wells come spring. You understand what I'm saying? It's depressing. Cal City is 1 year in and nothing. Summer is 6 months now. This is ridiculous. Excuse me. Silver bracelets. This is terrible. Yeah. Don't hide them. Just report them. Because I don't know why they keep jumping back up here. I don't know why they love this chat so much. Ain't nothing going on in this chat, so I don't know why they keep coming over here.
Well, some of them I've been watching, they know how to unblock themselves on the channel. Don't know how they're doing it, but I've been watching that.
Well, what they do is they change their name into Google. That's the only thing you have to do is change your name in the Google account. Change your name. The same thing they do when they come up here on the panel. I don't let them come up here. They go right in and change their name again and come back up under another name.
Yeah, I know. They got a program that does that.
Well, everybody's munching, eating a banana split and ice cream. My goodness, Truth Seeker. 6 months and not one sighting of her is what I found odd. Makes me feel like she's gone. Yes, and that's what Miss Earhart has said. It is odd. She said this days after the child went missing. She said after a few days, we usually have some type of evidence information to finding the child missing. So now you're 6 months in and you have nothing to reveal to the public. Now, maybe they do have something, but they can't reveal what it is. So it's still sickening to, if you go back in time from the beginning, there was nothing to give to the public about the child's disappearance. And even early on, Earhart told you there was no evidence of an abduction. Now, that was said early on, before now hearing of foul play. So that should tell you something right there. Tammy says, now I'm getting hungry. Yeah, a lot of people reported tips, in the first weeks of Summer's disappearance. But as you see, nothing panned out. Nothing. Not nothing. It's just terrible. But you also have to count the demographics of where they live. You're out in the middle of nowhere, but the child was allegedly out in public with the mother, running around to the hospital, the pharmacy, in a car. So that's the thing. In a car, it's not as good as being out in public. So we do have to count that. The child was probably mostly in the car after the swimming hole. So the only way you would see her is if she pulled up to a window of a drive-through and the windows were down. You understand what I'm saying? And the cameras caught a glimpse of her. Killer B says hidden good. Yes, exactly. Yes, 90. Hopefully they will turn on each other soon. That's what I'm hoping to. That's exactly what I'm hoping. Trucker, you want to say something?
Not right now. You're on a roll.
Thank you, Robin. Thank you so much, honey. This is just it's very depressing. Because you can't wrap your head around anybody hurting a child. And they going this long, to me, it's just very scary. Because these people are walking by other people. And the fact that they talk on social media, man, that just burns me up. You know what I'm saying? It just burns me up. Because you should be out here rallying for your kid instead of being on YouTube. Everybody want to talk to them. About what exactly? What is Don Wells going to tell you that's of significance pertaining to Summer Wells? Nothing. 6 months in, what have you learned? I tell people, you better stay woke, man. This is not a game. This is not a game. This is serious business. Crystal, you want to give your commentary? We haven't heard from you in a long time. Hit the link, baby. Oh, Lord Rags. They need Spencer from Criminal Minds.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, the cops could have squeezed Don with the DUI, but they didn't. Why? Yes, exactly. I got this last one here. I don't know why they keep coming in here.
That's Russian.
Yeah, well, tell Putin he needs to sit on down. Still getting high, still slobbering drunk. Useless. Exactly. Exactly. Hit the link, Crystal. Because I have not heard from you in a long time. People that can both face live the way they do are dangerous. That's some heavy mental they got going on Ben Hill. Well, it's called sociopathic behavior. Narcissism happens every day. Yeah, people like this every day. You just haven't heard that they allegedly killed someone or have a missing child or a missing person in their peripheral. But there are people like this walking around every day. That's what you're trying to tell everybody. Don and Candy are 1%ers of what goes on in America and in the world in general. There are other crazy people just like this. Yes, Putin got to sit on down. Putin don't want none of America. He know that we'll rock him if need be. You mess with us, you end up like Bin Laden. You better sit on down somewhere. You definitely have to push that red button. And I don't want him to push it, so.
No, I don't want Biden.
Can we all just get along? At work, I'm off in a couple of hours. Oh, okay, Crystal. Waiting on that drunken, drugged, fuel brawl, and they tell on each other. Now that would be something. Imagine that. She did it. She did it.
Yeah, I don't know who's worse, Candace or Dawn, when they go at it.
True Seeker said, yep, I was once married to crazy peeps like that. I broke free. Good for you. I wouldn't be in the company of people like them. They couldn't get nothing from me. I know people like them. Trust me. If Queen could really tell you what she could want to tell you, oh my God. The stories I could tell.
Yeah, you can go out there, for example, kick a lawn chair out there on the beach, and you can watch them coming in and out, just like we do here. It's a never-ending deal.
Exactly. Grandus, Grandus, Grandus. Where are you? There's something you want to tell us, Grandus? Have you been a naughty, naughty girl? Or naughty, naughty guy? I can't keep up. Grandus, did you aid your daughter in the disappearance of Summer Wells? Do you know what happened to Summer Wells? Were you with Candy when she disposed of the child, hurt the child, handed the child off? What do you know, Grandus? Stop this foolishness. Why did you take off? Who leaves their daughter when their daughter is missing? You left town allegedly. Like someone said, Reese said, we don't even know if you even left. Who's the hell to say, Reese, or who was that? TZB said, we don't know if she even left. That's true. We don't know anything. He said, she said. And if it's a matter of Don and Candy repeating it, you might as well be talking to the wall. You don't know anything. Because these are two been spinning the narrative from day one. We don't know a damn thing. Yes, they are a part of the cycle, indeed. Outlaw, you're awfully quiet. What's the problem?
Huh? I'm here.
I know you too quiet for the Queen. I'm woke now. Look, for a little while anyway.
I know you are. You're on a roll.
I'm not gonna do nothing. Get off this live and go finish watching them Potomac Housewives. Woo, Lord, hey. I swear them some demons.
Yeah, when you get on a roll, you roll.
So what does Grandus know?
She knows quite a bit, but is she going to talk? Don't know. Is she going to turn and flip on her daughter, Candace? Who knows?
K90 says, not a guilty conscience one in that whole family, shaking my head. Could you imagine carrying that kind of burden? That's what I've been saying. How can you walk around knowing what happened to a child and don't say anything? Are you that cold inside? Which we know people are like this because it happens every day. Candace told her where Summer was, and she went to pick her up and take her where they hid Rose. Grandus is evil. I don't believe that, baby. Because 9 times out of 10, if Rose is dead, she's dead up north.
Yeah.
Grandus, Grandus didn't leave right away after Summer went missing. I doubt you get anything out of Grandus because I think they know what happened to Rose as well. Okay.
Well, yeah, especially what Candace knows about Rose. Oh, yeah, they got dirt on each other, so who's going to flip on who?
Crystal. She's at Wanda's house having tea. Crystal, don't you start. Yeah, y'all keep trying to say Grandus took Summer somewhere. Well, where's she at? Cal City? I'm dead.
Or back over by Moo Cow Cafe.
I don't think any of them have loyalty to one another. So if they're all staying quiet, it's because they're involved, in my opinion. Yeah, Rebecca, I'm with you on that. Bama says she found Waldo. Lord, I'm dead.
If you can find Waldo, you're doing pretty good.
Waldo said, don't put me in that.
Yeah.
Don't put me in that. Well.
Good luck, Robin.
Uh-huh. I think I was thinking when I got up this morning, I was saying to myself, well, to God, if he was listening, how wonderful would it be for a Christmas present if they all was arrested? Lord have mercy. I just want to go live and say they have all been arrested. That's all I want to do. Wonder what family Grandus has in Wisconsin. Her son, I don't know, baby. Who done it says, I get up and dance. Honey, I'm going live with a whole bottle in front of the camera. I don't care.
R&R whiskey. Boy, that's right.
Look, we go live and let the pastor see us. I could care less. I'm just saying serious. I would have whatever I could find. A bottle. Amen. I'll be live right here. Lord have mercy. What you drinking? Anything. Give me gasoline. I just be so happy. Thank you, Jesus. Get these folks out of the way. We talk about something else. It's sickening. Because what's sickening is they were walking around living and breathing with their children. You understand what I'm saying? Before Summer went missing. And now Summer is missing. Their other children are in the state's care, and they're still walking around, breathing, sucking up free oxygen. Yeah, I have a problem with that.
Yeah, I know.
So then you got the flip side. What if we're wrong? They're not involved. Somebody did kidnap her. Now what? Well, then why you don't act more concerned if indeed it's true your child was abducted? Let's just go there. Why don't you act like you're concerned? Oh, Lord have mercy. Man, I was just in this.
Yeah.
Hit the link. Go ahead, I'm sorry.
The only way it'll end this is if Candace will come out and then turn around and tell the truth.
Mm-hmm. Hershey had a son getting out of prison in Wisconsin. History of SA, of course. Is it son? You mean you talking about her brother?
Her brother, yeah.
Yeah, Grandus has a brother. He's already out, isn't he? And went back
he's out.
Somebody said he got rearrested or something.
He might have.
Being at a park or something near some children. I don't know if that's true or not. You know, people make up stuff.
Who knows? But yeah, he probably did get rearrested.
Yes, still neglect. Amen. Grandus, what happened June 15th? I know you know something. And the fact that you could hold it is just diabolical, man. What type of human being can hold the secret to the grandchild demise or whatever happened to her? I mean, it's just crazy to me. Oh, Robin says, I was meaning to get Outlaw to talk. Well, he ain't been talking much. I don't know what's going on with Outlaw. Yes, I don't want to sit up here and just talk all night. That's the purpose of me having the link.
Yeah, I know, right? But like I said, when Queen gets on a roll, I just sit in the background, just let her roll.
I think Don will be the one who speaks. Well, that's all he's been doing is speaking, sweetheart. That's the crazy part of the story. Granny didn't get on camera and plead for her beautiful baby. Right, exactly. That's why I have a problem with her. Most people who have family members who actually care about a missing person, they all get together. You've seen it 1,000 times. people sitting in front of the police station, municipal building, somebody's porch, somebody's living room. They're all gathered together. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
When somebody goes missing.
Rebecca did put a good question down on there.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Let's step back a little bit. Who's the one that actually likes calling along? Candace and Grandus.
Mm-hmm.
But we have never heard Don calling the 911. Why is that? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
He'd rather let stuff go and be bygones. But Candace is one that likes to threaten Don with the 911 and bring the law out there several times on phones.
Mm-hmm.
And it wasn't Don. So explain that one.
I don't know, baby. Who done it?
Hello.
Hi, baby. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to you too. Miss talking to you. It's been a while.
Okay. Why you didn't come up on the first live?
Well, I was trying to get the gist of where you were going with things, and I just was I was listening. I was being educated.
Well, I'm just talking about the fact that 2 children are gone, 3 children are gone.
Yeah.
No Christmas for them.
Right.
1 year later on one case, 6 months later, 6 months.
Right. And I did catch it finally. I understood, but I was more in kind of a listening mode. And then
that's okay.
And then when I thought I was ready to come up, you had about 16 people up there all at once.
Okay.
So I thought, okay, well, let me just be quiet for a while.
That's okay, hon. What you got to say about this topic, man?
Well, this topic, here's my take on Grandus. I don't really have any love for any of these people. If she was really bothered, let's go back to life before June 15th. If she was bothered by the way they were raising their kids and the stuff that was going on up on that hill, because she knew,
Amen.
She wasn't missing anything. Why didn't she leave then? Why did she continue just to stay? Why wait when trouble hits and then say, well, I'm out of here? I agree with whoever said it makes her look suspicious to leave. I think so too. I think there's a lot suspicious about her.
But how about you taking 1 or 2 of the children with you?
Well, I think
I take this one. You take this one.
You take this one.
How about Candy had left him and took 1 or 2 of the children, and the grandmama took 1 or 2 of the children? Hello.
Right. If there was a plan to do that, I had a real left field idea here. And I'm gonna just say I'm speculating. It's only opinion. I don't have any receipts, just for the sake of conversation. There was a point when so Grandus has already left, and now Candace does that interview with Chris McDonough. And honestly, as I watched that, I thought, well, there is some sympathy that I have for Candace. I began to see her as kind of a beaten woman. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, I saw a little bit more positive talk about her after that. But very shortly, Don had her do 2 things. He made her make that fake phone call about him being arrested. Right? Now, I say made her. And then he took pictures of her passed out. Now, look, none of that's nice. None of that's pretty. But because I think he picked up on the fact that, wow, she handled that interview fairly well. Seemed half normal at least.
Yeah, she hadn't had nothing in her when she talking to Chris McDonough.
Right, she cleaned up for that day, but she seemed, for the most part, to me that day to be fairly at ease. But look, she could have been lying through her teeth every dead-gum thing she said. Just good at it. However, in Don's mind, if he thought she was maybe more sympathetic after that, that's when he started really nailing her. You're going down. I've got all these alibis. You got nothing. You're going down. Trying really hard to throw her under the bus as much as he could. So, having said all that, now I'm not sure where I was going with it.
Well, my thing is, if you're gonna throw her under the bus, why not just come on out, tell whatever you know, and put an end to it?
Well, trying to do it like, look, I didn't tell on you. You told on yourself. I didn't say a word. People just they came to the same conclusion that other people have. And so it was just like some kind of deniability in his sick mind where I didn't tell on you. I didn't, rat on you. So, but he led everybody down the path to do that to her. So, so all three of these people.
There's no children now for him to try to hold on to Candy because he's going to need help in raising the children. True. So now that the children are gone, why not just forfeit everything and tell the truth? Because it's 6 months in, you don't have the children back. So that means you didn't do what you need to do to comply to get the children back, or the state's not giving you the kids back. So how about just telling the truth and put an end to this drama?
That'd be a wonderful thing. I don't think he's got enough sense to do.
Yeah, just put an end to this.
Yeah, why not? Give us all some relief. Put us all out of our misery, because this has been a miserable journey these last 6 months.
It's terrible. All the stuff that's happened, it's just asinine.
Yeah. And to think that somebody with the intelligence of a potato has been able to keep everybody, talking about them instead of Summer for 6 months. That's some skill set there.
Do you think Grandus was with her when she disposed of the body?
Yeah, I think, there's a lot of missing time. So, we could probably name several things that could have happened in that missing time. Yes, I do. I believe Grandus is knee deep in all of this. Just like
do you believe that there's another party into it from H's assertion that he read a text message that she sent to somebody, her dope dealer? Do you think the dope dealer is involved?
I know H mentioned a dope dealer several times to Chris McDonough. It's certainly possible. This thing has a whole cast of bad actors. There could be 15, 20, or 200.
Look, they ain't got nothing on Dynasty, Knots Landing. Shut your mouth.
Oh, you got that right.
Woo, we take it back to the 80s, girl.
Really? I mean, this is wow. Housewives.
Where is JR when you need him? Lord have mercy. Dang.
Well, all we got is Housewives of Hollerville. So
ooh, look at this. Somebody said, Irene said someone who has a backhoe is involved. Lord Jesus, please stop.
Well, that's yeah.
Why would Grandus not tell on Candace? Just curious. I don't know, Reese. I don't know. They're all sick to me. They're scared of prison, but how they not slipped all the drunken, drugging YouTube appearances. Exactly. Rag says, what gets me is almost like they are outsmarting the LEF, FBI, TBI. I hope I'm wrong, but they're still walking around and some are still not found. Yeah.
Yeah, there have been enough things that happened that they should have been brought in for some serious interrogation. I think that, your daughter's missing and the sheriff keeps saying everybody's a suspect. Well, if everybody's a suspect, then you haven't ruled them out. So why are you not talking to them seriously, independently? What would have been wrong with that kind of interview?
Well, we got to always remember, we're never going to know when they talk to Candy and
True.
Don, because it had been said that they were cooperating, throughout the investigation months ago. So Don and Candy are never going to tell you when they were called in, what questions they were asking them. He knows what to say to the camera and not. You understand what I'm saying?
Well, yeah.
He's not getting ready to tell you, oh, yeah, they grilled me, they drilled me. They told me they think I killed my kid. I did something with my kid. He ain't gonna never tell you that.
Yeah, he's got seven alibis. Yeah.
Yeah, he's never gonna tell you what they've asked him over the months pertaining to Summer Wells. He's just gonna give you this little BS talking and cussing and fussing, but he's never gonna tell you what those people have asked him in interrogation, him and Candy. He knows better. Yeah. He knows better. Well, Grammy A says this isn't their first rodeo.
Oh, well, these people are they lie before breakfast. So, and then for the rest of the day, they have no devotion or dedication to the truth whatsoever.
Yeah, and the children.
Yeah, I think about.
Because there are children left behind.
Yeah, and I think about the atmosphere those kids were raised in, and Grandis knew that. And if she thought something was
That's a
wrong with
valid
it,
point. And that's a
why
valid
she?
point.
Yeah,
You were there all alone up on
yeah,
that hill in that camper, seeing
yeah,
how everybody lived. You
yeah,
were right there living the same type of old ho-hum life, seeing
yeah,
how the children looked, dressed, all that, how the house looked. You were right there down for
yeah,
the ride.
and didn't intervene, didn't do a
And didn't
thing
intervene,
about it.
didn't do
So
nothing.
she
Exactly.
must. So that tells me that was all right with her.
Exactly. Very good point. Very good point. You were there. You were
Yeah.
witness to the BS.
Yeah,
And you rode the ride. So, Grandis, you're just as guilty as everybody else. Everybody want to pinpoint Robin, Allie, this person, the church. Well, then, Grandis, you are more of a person to blame because you stayed there on the fight with them. So you saw how they were treating those kids.
Right, and likely participated in the activities going on there. So you know she's already in it, deep down in it.
Yes,
so
exactly.
something goes wrong, you know, she got to leave town because she don't want to tell that story.
But see, this is the thing. You're going to be found out because 9 times out of 10, she drops a Social Security check. You're going to cash that check and you can be found.
Correct. Yeah.
Candy don't work nowhere, so she can easily go underground somewhere.
True.
She doesn't have a job.
Yeah, they've had no visible means of support for a while now. So still
I wonder, does
drinking
he actually
and
work
drugging.
for that company that they were talking about protesting? Does he still work for that company?
I heard no, but I can't prove it.
Grammy says it's way bigger than Tennessee. It goes across states. Why you say that, Grammy? Yes, an accomplice. Views of it all. Yes. And that's a very valid statement. You was there all alone, an eyewitness to the upbringing of the children and how they lived, the drunken tirades, everything. Well said.
So
9 times out of 10, you were probably a witness to whatever happened to Summer Wells.
That exactly. And whether or not Grandis did something or reacted to something, she knows about it.
Yes.
There's no way that woman does not know what happened. So it's on her. She's just as guilty if she didn't do anything.
Right.
If Don just, you know, if Candace just lied to him and he believed it, although here's my logic on that. He knew what a liar that Candace was. No telling how many lies that man caught that woman in over the years. And now he's going to come up and believe this whole story.
Well, if he threatened to take her off the
property,
why would she come back? And why was she there in the first place? See, y'all don't pay attention to stuff. Nobody's going to threaten me, period. You threatened me the first time about getting off your land, I'm gone.
Yeah, bye-bye.
What am I going to stay for? Yeah. Why would I stay? Why would I come back if indeed I left?
Correct. Yes, that's a good point.
They'll find her quick if she doesn't change that blue tank top, Lord. I can't with y'all.
Don't get me started.
Lord have mercy. Yeah, I was like, honey, Walmart got them on sale for $3 and some change. Some cute little tank tops with thin straps. You best go get you one for the big girls. My goodness gracious. I just saw them the other night when I was in Wally World.
One size fits Allie.
Well, you know what? Well, I was saying,
we'll leave.
Walmart got some little tank tops on sale, and what the hell? I forgot her name. Candy go in there and get us some. They under $4. Go get you some tank tops in different colors. My goodness gracious.
Well, we know the address. We can mail off a couple.
We sure could.
Oh my God. We could have.
I send a gift card. Look, oh no, I better not do that. They probably sell the damn gift card. Hell no.
Oh no, gift card. No, No, that's worth cash on the street.
Okay, Abby, please stop. Y'all killing me in the chat. Oh my Lord, in comments. You all are horrible. Cheap prescription. So where is this? So what is it going to be? Who done it?
What's it going to be?
Yeah, how's it going to end?
When is it going to be?
Well, that's it.
Let's just assume everything we've heard since June 15th is a lie. I mean, that's easy to do.
Truth seeker, please. I can't with y'all.
I'm looking.
I got a purple wife beater on. Oh. I can't with y'all. Lord have mercy, Jesus.
Maybe one that's black and blue would be more convincing.
Look, they had every color at Walmart. She can go get her some. I bought blue. I bought black. Yeah. I bought navy blue. I got purple. I got gray. I got hunter green. I bought every color they had this summer.
Well, you bought the whole lot out.
I sure did. By golly, that's why I know that damn Condemnation could have bought her some colored wife beetles.
Well, or at least
you got money to get high and vape. You got money to go to Wally World and buy you some damn wife beaters.
You know, where does the money go? They're not paying for that car.
Vapes.
They're not paying for the house.
And like my father once told me, he said, when you see people that drink a lot of soda pops, sweet drinks, he said that's what they do when they're on the heroin. That's what he told me.
Oh, okay.
Before he died, yeah. Because he said that's what they did, in the city, in Chicago. They crave sweet drinks, heroin addicts.
Huh.
So I don't know.
Well,
I don't know if on meth it's the same thing or not. But don't you do, it is odd. You go all day, you haven't bought any type of food, and you're buying slushy drinks. Hell,
you got to be thirsty.
Yeah, thirsty. Because I think those drugs do make you crave sweet drinks.
Something, sweet. Yeah. Well, everything they got.
That's probably what it is.
Was that Sonic they stopped at and got those slushy drinks?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And you see she wasn't a good hostess. You invite a kid out to eat. You don't invite him, ask him, hey, are you hungry? You want something to eat? You want a hamburger from McDonald's? Something. I mean, damn, you couldn't even buy nothing from the dollar menu. What the hell?
Well,
it's crazy.
But let's see. What time did she take her mama to the hospital, to the doctor? Was it at 8:00?
No. That's one thing Queen ain't about to do is vouch for that.
Okay. Yeah, well,
I have no idea.
I'm just thinking, when would Summer I couldn't see any breakfast.
You had her up early. Somewhere. She had Summer up early that morning.
Something early. And so you've gone till 3:30 in the afternoon that we know of. And all you've had is a slushie.
Mm-hmm.
If that was that little girl's diet for the most part.
Yeah.
It could have been a diabetic coma. They didn't know what the world was going on. As poorly as Summer began to look, you could just see her getting thinner, darker circles under her eyes. So
I believe that.
Something serious.
Unhealthy, but she probably wasn't eating properly.
Right. I can't. And she goes in a store with Chris McDonough there waiting on her, gets 2 pizzas. So pizza for supper every night. That'll make sense. That's just not $2 pizzas.
No vegetables. She's not getting, like you said, no iron, no vitamin D, no vitamin C.
Absolutely. Those kids were just nutritionally deprived. No doubt about that.
And then look at how she carries herself. I'm telling you, man, when I saw that that video with Chris McDonough, her at that swimming hole, I could spit up. Oh my goodness. I just was stunned. Like, what am I watching?
Yeah.
Who is this woman?
Well, let's look at who she learned from. That fashion model, Grandus.
Yeah. And that's what I'm saying. If you look at how she portrayed herself in the video with Chris,
yes,
she was mimicking Grandus.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
And it was like, this is crazy.
Yeah.
And then what's even more sickening, it's a pattern. The grandmother looks masculine. You were looking masculine, and then you also cut the hair off of your girl child who looked masculine.
Right.
She was telling us something then.
Yeah.
In those photographs and videos.
That's a great point.
She was telling us something. She was transforming, and she didn't like who she was. And I believe she looked at Summer, who was a pretty little girl, and she wanted to wipe the slate clean.
Yeah. Yeah. Wow. That's a great observation.
Yes, let me change her. I'm changing.
Right.
Cut all my hair off. It wasn't about Summer want to look like this or that or no boys. Why the hell are you going to cut a girl child's hair down and look like a fucking boy? That's stupid.
I don't get that either.
That's
And
stupid as
you know,
hell.
a lot of people have speculated that that would be a better disguise if she was trafficked.
Of course.
And so
that's why I told people about it being stalked.
Yeah.
If I'm stalking his family, and let's just say the one day I'm looking, she don't got on a dress, then she looks like a boy.
Right. Right.
So you
Perfect
can't make me
disguise.
believe it was a stalker wanting a girl. Then the stalker probably like boy children. Because
Yeah.
it looks like that's what her mother was mimicking her, was of a boy child.
I heard you the other day, and I thought it was just a great piece you were doing about if a stalker was out there, had opportunity to take 3 boys. And
Yes.
here's Summer looking like a boy.
Looking like a boy.
So that, you know, that's a great point you made. But for a stalker to be waiting on a girl, that just didn't make sense to take,
Right.
you know, for Summer.
Right.
Especially not zipped up in
Because you don't know how she looked when her mother took her out.
Correct.
You don't know if she had her in, you know, boyish looking clothes or girly looking clothes. You don't know.
Summer had quite an extensive wardrobe that day, I must say.
Yeah.
That was
very funny. You're very funny.
If you could just trace her clothes of the day, it'd probably tell a pretty big story all of its own.
And that's sad because, like I said, H doesn't have any reason to lie about what kind of clothes a child had on. Come on.
I agree. Totally.
If he said she came in shorts, she changed her to bathing suit, and then we're seeing a picture of her uploaded of her in pants, so we're just assuming it was took that day.
Right.
We don't know. And everybody's ran with that.
Yes, they did. Yeah.
Thank you,
another thing about H, since he's one of the characters here, I do believe him to be credible. The reason I think that is because he didn't have to stop and hem and haw. When Chris would ask him a question, he gave direct answers. He didn't fill in more than Chris.
Or say, I don't want to talk about that, or I don't know nothing about. Yeah, he just answered the question truthfully as he could.
And pretty quickly. He didn't take time to think, what do I need to say here? What am I? And talk about taking clues from his mama sitting there.
Yeah.
I don't buy that, because at one point he turned to her to stop her to say, you know, let me talk. He's asking me questions, something to that effect.
Yeah.
Which told me right then and there he's
and then Chris would do it. Chris would let her know, hey, I'm asking him.
Yeah, right.
Or he told Chris, he told hey, I'm not asking what your mama knows. I'm asking you.
Did you know?
You know if Don went to work or not, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
He made sure that, not to let her intervene on nothing.
I was actually impressed with how articulate H was, given the circumstances. I just thought, hey, this kid is giving answers here. He's not stopping to make something up. He may have exaggerated a thing or two here or there. You know, he wanted to look cool for the camera. He knew that was going to be shown.
What are you talking about? Wearing her brother's shoes in Gatlinburg. What are you saying? Oh, Lord. I can't.
Oh, talking about Summer. Yeah. Wearing.
What shoes she had on that were boy shoes?
I saw some picture somewhere where somebody was making that point, and I thought, wow.
Trucker, are you here still with us?
Trucker's trucked on out.
No, he up here got his mic off.
Oh, does he? Calling all truckers.
See, that's what's disturbing. Besides the child's head shape for whatever reason.
Yeah.
Then she was dirty in a lot of her pictures.
Right.
Dear God, please don't tell me you're dressing her as a boy.
So Grandus was there that day with her through all her clothing changes, the appropriate or inappropriate, saw all that. Didn't say anything that we know of, didn't object, didn't say, hey, you know, don't do that. That clothing makes no sense to me on a hot day, windows down, with a zipped up, looks like some kind of workout suit thing. Doesn't make sense on a hot day.
So that's what you got to ask yourself. What was the point of the picture? Was it that actual day?
True. If it weren't for the milk that Hunter said was on that seat, I would question that time on that.
But see, Allie said that she believed that picture was taken out there because she said that's how she looked when she walked over, I guess, to the car.
Yeah.
That means she looked in the window and saw the child.
Now, see, when Allie said that, I tended to believe that she wanted to go over and say hello to Summer.
Yeah.
But when she got up, that Candace wouldn't even wait a minute. I just realized something, because Allie said Candace wouldn't even roll the window down so she could see her.
Yeah.
But she did see her. And she,
yeah, well, you can see so long as it ain't got tinted windows.
True.
So I can see you through the car window as long as it's not tinted.
So, but she verified that Summer was in the thing, but she wasn't allowed to talk to her, whatever. And Candace said to her, this is according to what Allie said.
You don't got to shave, Irene, you don't have to shave your hair off because of hair color. You color over the hair color. Who shaves their head because of a hair color, a wrong hair color shade? They've got all type of products to down a hair color.
Yeah.
You can go to Sally's and get that stuff that'll tone down bright hair color, or you just color over it after 2 or 3 weeks of the hair color. I've never heard that before. He said the rumors that he didn't like the hair dye. Well, why would you dye a child's hair anyway? See, all that's weird and creepy to me. And I saw on somebody's channel where they were showing some kids about a month and a half ago. All the little girls had shaved heads with the hair hanging long on the side like Summers. That was very creepy to me. Because I was like, is this some type of Hollerville hairstyle? What are we talking about? It was on some guy's page that they were alleging he liked little girls and was asking about little girls on Facebook. And he had all these random pictures of little girls, and all of them had that same type of hairstyle. It's very creepy. I don't know what all that was about.
Yeah. Somebody's saying that H yawned a lot during that interview. That someone has explained that he has ADHD.
Yeah,
he takes medication for that, and that medication makes you yawn. So, a lot of people said that because he was yawning, that's an indication.
Bragg says, I feel nice to set and treat it, just shave it all off. Yeah, but it wasn't shaved all the way off at first. She had some hair on her head with the back shaved at first. Then it was shaved all off thereafter. So what we have to ask ourselves is, how long was it after they shaved all of it off from the haircut where she's got some hair on top? You understand what I'm saying? Because her hair was not all the way shaved off at first. She had the hairstyle where it was hair on top and shaved in the back.
Yeah.
Kelly says, and not only that, why in the hell would you dye a 5-year-old child's hair? Come on now, stay woke.
Yeah, well, if you were going to traffic them, possibly to disguise them somehow, but.
I feel dirty saying this. Do you think Candace cut her hair to make her less desirable to certain someone? Well, I've heard people say that. This is speculation.
Yeah.
I don't know. But if you're a pedophile, it's not going to matter about the hair. That's just aesthetics. It's no big deal. So, you're a pedophile.
Yeah, that's not the part you're interested in anyway.
Take care.
Yeah.
I agree with someone else. They were raised to look like boys. Look at Grandus and Candace. They both look like men. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Don't you find it strange? The grandmother is masculine. Candace becomes masculine, and then you're shaving your child's head all the way off to look like a boy. There's something personal going on there. I think it's more to it than just cooties and lice.
Right.
Because it's not like Summer had hair all the way down to her back, and you're trying to treat cooties.
Not that they would care.
Yeah, her hair wasn't that long to not be able to treat the cooties. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Unless her hair was just infested to the scalp, really, really bad. But see, we're never going to know the truth.
Never going to know. Hair long, hair short, hair bald-headed, dressed, undressed. These kids. Not that they would have cared if they had lice, as far as I can tell. Those conditions were deplorable.
Marion, what are you saying? Each color and cut equals the stage they are in SA. Come on, y'all. What does that mean? If you're being touched, you're being touched. What would be the stages? Jesus, I'm not dead.
I don't know. Not sure I understand all that.
I don't understand that either.
Yeah, that I
Robin,
saw
what are
that
you talking about?
picture. Yeah, that picture where she's standing in water in kind of that alleyway looking place. That stone wall behind
Yeah,
her with all the
with the N-word
graffiti on
wall.
it. Yeah, the N word was on
Well,
the
that shows
wall.
that he didn't care. You take a picture like that with your daughter in front of a profanity. See, he doesn't care. They don't care. They never care about their kids.
Yeah. I don't understand all the pictures taken of her, and posted. Why not pictures of the boys? There
So
aren't
what are
as
you
many
saying?
pictures of them.
You saw more pictures of the girl posted to
Yeah,
social media.
yeah. So many more.
Okay. So
Five
what are
an
you
hour.
thinking?
Well, part of me thinks Summer, just a beautiful child.
Yeah, she's beautiful.
Hard to imagine that Candace and Don could. I'm sorry, don't mean to be unkind, but that they could produce that beautiful a child.
Mm-hmm.
And part of me thinks Candace was very proud of that, and at the same time maybe a bit jealous of that.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like, look at my beautiful girl. Maybe I'm not beautiful, but this is my beautiful girl.
Yeah, yeah.
That could have explained why so many pictures. But
so there we go. So let's go there.
Yeah.
I'm proud of her. I'm happy to see that I have a beautiful child. Then what the hell went wrong on June 15th?
Oh, yeah. That's the horror of it.
It's like I was with that person earlier that was on the live.
Mm-hmm.
If I know that CPS is coming to my house to investigate or if I think they might take my child or other children, I'm not about to have one missing to involve myself in investigation. Whether they're doped up, dope fiends, or whatever, I understand everybody don't think with a clear head. But there are times when we know that Candace thought with a clear head.
Yes.
Because when she contacted Boy H, her head to me was clear. So
very clear.
On that same day, come on now, you get your kid missing because you're worried about the state coming to investigate you. They're going to inquire. They're going to think you're involved in anyway because you knew I was coming.
Yes.
That's just my take on it.
Well, and in support of that, let's just say an accident did happen and she panicked. Okay, an accident happens and you panic. Why did you panic? Why did you not want to take that child immediately to the hospital? Why did you not want to do that?
Mm-hmm.
That is suspicious above all things to me. If there was an accident, so that leads me to think there's something more deliberate going on here.
Mm-hmm.
There was no accident.
Yeah, I don't think it was.
And may I continue to say, if maybe Summer is not dead in that picture, maybe she is highly drugged, so she's not going to have much awareness when you make a switch of some sort, a transaction of some kind. Just a thought.
Okay. I do agree with you, Ann B and Annie. Candy has never grown up. That's why she flocked to Boy H. And yes, Ann B, I do agree. When I saw the video of her climbing the rocks, it scared the hell out of me.
Yeah.
Because I just thought people have got to be really crazy to let a small child climb on rocks. She could have busted her head or broke her arm or anything. Yeah. Hello, Reese. How are you?
Good evening.
How you doing? Happy holidays.
Happy holidays to you all, everybody.
Hey, Reese.
Hey. So.
All right.
Taking you taking you forever to get it out. What's going on with you?
Because I have a lot of stuff, and I'm just trying to see where I want to start.
First, my stores.
Okay, so here's what I want to. The first thing I want to say is
get it out before I turn 51 next month.
Okay, I'm trying to. Hold on, because I got the same problem you have. I had a full thyroidectomy. I had 4 tumors on each side of my thyroid, and they took everything out. So when I talk or scream a lot, I lose my voice.
Okay.
So has anybody noticed that at this whole story, they have tried to spin this "we're so wholesome" type of family. We're planting flowers and shit and going to the fuck. I mean, I'm just this whole time they're trying to spin this we're this loving, wholesome family who does things together type thing. And I'm thinking, what if Candace told Grandus, this is the story I'm going to tell, you just go along with it? Because my granny used to sleep like I'm talking about like on and off, on and off. Grandis was old. Her supposedly, allegedly, her knee was crumped up that day, messed up. She didn't been to the watering hole, to the Sonic, to the Walgreens, to the grocery store, to the whoop-de-whoop. And then I have a hard time believing that she's not tired. She's not no skinny, athletic woman. So why is she
from the window to the wall?
To the wall, to the back, to the what? Fall off my drawers or whatever. Why ain't she in that trailer trapped, sleep, high, doped up, whatever, hot? Who? I don't believe she was out playing shit.
That's a great point, Reese. That's a great question.
Somebody said that the other day that she should have been tired after coming from the hospital point blank.
Hell, I was tired listening to it, okay? And I'm younger than her.
Let's go, Candy. I'm going to go home right now.
For real. My granny would have been like, come on, Reese. Now, look.
Take me home.
People, unless they just want to be riding around like Boy H. I mean, it's something.
I don't care. It's only a certain amount of time. You old. She old. Her knee hurt. You can't even stay sitting down that long with a messed up knee because I know that because I have a leg problem.
Get rid of my child. She's gonna ride because she ain't got no other way to get home.
Well, that's true, but by the time I get home, I'm through with y'all. Okay, I'm through. I'm going in my house and I'm gonna drink me a beer with these Percocets or whatever they gave me, and I'm gonna lay down.
Well, we don't know if any of that happened. She may have did what she had to do with Summer, and then went to her mom and said, "Hey, say this because she's missing blah blah blah."
Well, that's what I'm saying. I don't think she was ever outside planting any flowers. I don't think that. I think maybe because like I said, once again, old people nosy and Grandus know everything that goes on that plantation or whatever you want to call it.
Oh, I got to laugh at that, Reese. That's good. Oh my God.
Hey, wait a minute. I'm for real. Okay, so
no, I'm with you. I hear you.
So I'm just saying this is a what if. Okay, what if because we're all assuming that she saw everything, which I think she has seen a lot of stuff. But yeah. I just think that day, I think Candace did some slickery that day. And I think Don did some slickery that day. Okay. And it brings me to the point.
Where was Grandus? Listen, where was Grandus when all of us going down to get rid of the child? Tell that man, Reese.
I don't think she was out there. For some reason, what was she sleeping?
Grandus, when the child went missing, you gotta make sense. Where was Grandus?
In the trailer.
So you telling me she left the little girl in the car and Granny got out and got her groceries out and she let the little girl stay in the back seat? Okay,
this is assuming she was still alive, right?
No, it ain't assuming nothing. I'm just saying the little girl was left.
No, I'm saying if Grandis got out the car and Summer, like we believe that she was still alive, Grandis didn't think nothing of it. She went on in her house or whatever you want to call that, whatever.
I'm listening.
Assuming, okay? Assuming. I'm just saying, assuming. But my thoughts is something was wrong with the baby if that picture is right.
So you saying the little girl was left in the back seat of the car while Grandis was getting out? Is that what you're saying or no?
Well, I mean, I guess I don't understand the question because everybody's getting out the car.
Yes, you do. Was the child inside of the car or outside of the car when Grandis got out? How you don't understand that, Reese?
I thought they was all getting out the car.
Okay, but you got to remember, this is somebody's version. So that's why I'm asking you. You're setting it up that you think the grandmother didn't know anything. So I'm asking you, do you think the child was inside of the car or outside of the car?
When Grandus was getting out the car, going into her castle, yes.
Right.
Yes,
the girl was still left in the car.
I think the baby was still in the car.
Okay.
And Grandus, because I mean, ain't nobody said okay. She didn't mention nobody. Grandus got a diaper on. Did she pee on herself? She got a boo-boo. I mean, come on now. Did she go in the house to pee? They've been gone all day. I ain't heard nothing about nobody peeing.
Ask Candy, did a child ever go to the bathroom? That's a very good
question. No, we talking about Grandus.
No, I'm talking about everybody. Did nobody have to pee from 8 a.m. Nobody had to use the bathroom because I know Queen got an overactive bladder, so y'all gonna be mad at me. Damn, Angie, how many times you gonna pee? As many times as the bathroom.
Wait a minute. Okay, slushies. Look, my uncles call me pee pennies because I literally, seriously, because I have to not drink anything when I go out.
That's
you know, because I had twins and I don't pee in public. So I would be thirsty.
I can empty my bladder before I walk out the door, and by about 30 minutes in, Queen needs to go probably to the restroom. It ain't had no soda, pop, coffee, nothing.
Yeah.
For real. Me too. And so I do that twice before I leave because when I leave, I know I'm not stopping nowhere. So what I'm saying is we hearing all this stuff and nobody had to pee. Granny didn't have to pee when she got home and drop no load.
Let me read your Irene's comment. I assume Grandis got out and Summer stayed in and Candace drove her away. I thought about that.
Yes.
Possible.
Grandis went on. Grandis went on in the trailer.
So that means she told her daughter what? Listen, slow down. So she had to tell her daughter something that the child wasn't under the influence of something, because I don't never believe that. So that means you told your daughter to stay in the car if she wasn't asleep. Okay.
But what happened? They said, okay, so they said something about we separated groceries.
Okay, listen to what I'm saying though. If grandma got out the car and they did the grocery thing, you would have had to tell your daughter to stay put. Wouldn't that be suspicious to ask her to stay put in a hot car? It's why I always tell you to think about what you're saying.
Yeah.
Why would I tell my child to stay put? Wouldn't my mother be like, why the hell you want her to stay put? It's hot in here. It's hot outside. Stay put for what? Where y'all going? Ting! The Queen don't miss nothing.
Yeah.
Where y'all going for her to stay put? You been gone all day. What about them boys going to the house? Your children need to see you. Ting!
Okay. So that debunks that theory. So I think everybody got out the car.
And then what, Reese?
Granny, still, I'm thinking Granny went in the house. There wasn't no damn plant, no flowers.
Granny went in the house with a good knee, and then Candy went in her good house with her good milk, and then what? Where was Summer?
Summer was with them. If I'm assuming the baby was still alive, Summer was with them.
Okay.
And something happened when they got back home. But that takes me to this theory of when Don came back.
Guess what? You stuck right now, Reese.
Well, there's a time gap.
No, you still stuck. Because you're really not trying, you really can't put it together that Grandis went in her house with her groceries. Candy went in with her groceries and her little girl. But then
I'm not. Thank you. You reminded me. Hold on. So, okay, here's where the play comes. Here's the play.
Look, I'm going to start talking to you like I'm going to say to Don Wells. Stop it, Don.
No, here we go. See, I told you had a lot to say and I remember.
Who did it? You see?
Look. I don't write this stuff down. I don't write it down.
Stop it, Don.
Hold on. You brought it back to me. See?
Now I brought it back to you. I brought it back to you, Don.
Hold on, let me tell you. Hold on, here it comes.
Come on, Don.
All right, come on, Reese.
Okay, here it comes.
Wait a minute. We got a new name for Reese. Come on, Donita.
Oh, shit.
Now I'm dead. Now,
Come on,
I'm
Donita.
dead.
What lie you get ready to make up now? Come on, Donita.
I swear to God, I'm the most truthful person. I tell you what, I used to get my
Reese,
ass
it ain't
beat.
about that. It's just a joke. You
I
know, come on.
paused. You
Listen,
paused because
I
listen.
know.
No, listen. You paused because you had to think.
Yeah, I had to think about it.
I do what I do with everybody. I make you think about what you're saying.
I understand
To
that,
make
and
it
you
make
and you
sense.
brought it back to me. You brought it back to me. Here's the point. Okay, so they went in the house. They separated the groceries, right?
Mm-hmm.
Candace remembered that she needed to get high. She didn't have no drugs.
Oh, she remembered.
She needed to get high. I done been gone all day doing all this. I'm ready to get high. The only reason why I know that is because I've been around people to get high.
Donita.
I think she's already
That's when
high.
she left. That's when she left and left all of them.
Again.
She left all of them this time.
And
Summer and the boy.
Why you take Summer if you gotta go get high? Why just leave Summer with the children?
I said she left her with the boys.
Okay. Well, come on, Donita.
And she went to get her stuff.
Okay. She got her stuff. Then what she do after she got her stuff?
She got high and she came back and oops, something happened.
Oof, what is that?
I don't know.
Whoop, there it is.
Oh, wait a minute. Who done it? You go ahead, white girl. Don't you start. Don't mess up in this everyday shenanigans.
Sorry.
I don't know.
Okay, Don.
That's just a scenario. That's just something that stuck in my head. She was ready to go get high after all of this.
Let's say that.
I can see that. I think
she went, got high, came back. Make it make sense.
Something happened.
Okay.
While she was gone.
You can't leave it open. Bring a scenario. If you can bring a scenario, she left and got high after getting groceries, then bring a scenario. What the fuck happened when she got back?
It didn't happen when she got back. It happened while she was gone.
So
she left them unattended.
The little girl was playing, fell down a rabbit chute, broke her neck, and then the boys heard her, and then they were like, ooh. They called the mama. How they called the mama? Come on with it.
Okay, you want to know why I say this? Because that boy, what's his name? What's that baby boy that Don did the interview with?
Mm-hmm.
The oldest boy. I don't know his name.
No. He didn't do the interview with the oldest boy.
Oh, what was it? I know he didn't do it with the youngest boy. The
okay, Abby said, whooped in a circle. I love it.
Whoever it was.
Whoever. Okay, just remember.
Put that, don't you do that, no damn more. What did I tell you? Woo, black people down to sleep. Did you know what I said?
Uh-huh.
Let me tell you something my mama told me. Let me tell you something my mama told me and told the world. I ain't never whooped Angela for the same thing twice. Ever.
That's right.
That's true.
Yeah.
If I whooped her once for something, she never did it again. And let me tell you about the queen, and we'll get back on the subject. It was years before I lit a match because I set my mama's bed on fire when I was a little girl.
Oh, yeah.
Fire starter. Did you hear what I said?
Right. Yeah.
I was 17 years old. Babysitting some children for some people from the church, or some people I knew of, rather. And the power went out. And I was in a swanky little neighborhood, honey. I was in like, what was that? The country club, keeping some nice little children. Honey, that power went out. Queen froze. And I said, oh, my fear came.
Yeah.
Matches, candle on the mantelpiece. And the first thing came to mind was setting that damn bed on fire when I was a little girl.
Oh,
and I said to myself, am I going to sit in the dark with these children, or I'm going to go to that mantelpiece and try to light that candle? It took everything out of me to light that, scratch that match. I tell you right now, if you come to me right now and the power's out and all we got are matches, our asses are sitting in the dark because I ain't touching that damn match. I just cannot light a match. I cannot do it because I have a fear of fire and I will not light it. Now, that's why I buy pilot lighters. I buy pilot lighters. You will never get the queen to touch a lighter or matches. I won't do it. Even now, I won't do it.
You got traumatized.
Yeah, I won't do it. I mean, I did it that one time because we were in the dark because the power went out. But after that, I still will not touch a match or a lighter.
Your mama set that ass on fire.
Okay, let me see. I got a 9 Lives up here. Let me see what they talking about. Hold on.
Mm-hmm.
9 Lives, where you calling from? Hello?
Hey.
Hey, hold on 1 second. Let Reese finish what she was saying. Okay, Reese, the little girl had an accident. What happened?
No, I just wanted to say real quick, when I first
Marion,
saw
Virginia.
that. Okay, wait a minute, 9 Lives.
Yes.
I'll let Reese finish what she's saying. Hold on a minute, baby. Go ahead.
Just real quick.
Reese.
When I first saw the video of Don doing the interview with the son, there was a feedback.
Got some crackling on the wire.
Yeah, I'll mute her. Hold on.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I instantly felt something when I looked at that boy. He looked like he had witnessed something terrible. That's what I saw immediately before I knew any of the story, before I knew any of that other chaos. When I saw him standing up there with his father, he looked, because I see children like that. Okay. I see children who've been through something or seen something. And immediately my heart started pumping and I'm looking at him. I couldn't even listen to Don or look at him.
So what you trying to say? You think the little boy did something to the child? What you saying?
I'm not going to say he did anything, but I think they witnessed something bad.
Well,
and that's all I'm going to say.
Was the fact that you would even have a child up there in the first place. That's grown folks' business. You didn't have no business having your child in no live interview with the news. That wasn't the place for that. You don't invite a child in the grown folks' business.
True.
You should have talked to the news without your child. And then the little boy kept his head down the whole time. He probably was scared and embarrassed. You know how children are around other adults. Then you got camera people. He was nervous. And that wasn't the place. The point is, it wasn't the place for a child.
Well, that too, but Don needed somebody to show some real devastation on their face in front of the camera. And that was real devastation.
Well, he was using that boy as a prop to make him look more respectable, like this is my son. You know, I'm a family man.
That's a good point. That's a good point too. And he also played that card with the Christian folks. Remember how many times he split up in the interview?
Yep.
Them good Christian folks support me. Them good Christian folks. Well, where are them good Christian folks at now?
Right.
Yeah.
I got a lot of static.
But that's what I wanted to say. You know, that was just a theory, though, guys. That was something I've never thought about it.
Hey, Queen, I'm gonna go sit down.
Okay, thank you so much for joining me. Who
and
done
let
it?
somebody else talk a while.
That's fine. Love you, baby.
Very much.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to you.
Love you,
Merry
baby.
Christmas. I'm dropping down, Queen.
Okay.
Bye now.
All right. All right. All right. Let me get 9 Lives and see what they have to say. Lord, did I get it right? 9 Lives, what do you have to say? Where you coming from, baby? Well, they keep muting their mic.
No, you did that.
Well, I know I undid it and she did it back.
Oh.
She started to say, this is my first time doing it.
I got a note up here that says I can't mute her because she muted herself.
Sorry, I first time doing this, so I'm having issues.
Don't worry. What do you have to tell us, ma'am? Where are you calling me from? Hello?
Yes.
9 Lives, where you calling me from?
I'm on here doing this, so I'm learning.
Where are you calling me from, ma'am?
Well, I'm calling from Marion, Virginia. I live about maybe an hour and a half from Rogersville, Tennessee.
Thank you, ma'am. What do you have to say about the topic, ma'am?
Didn't realize there was a lag in this. So.
Oh, well, do you want to jump off and come back up? Because you got some static going on your end.
Well, I just wish that she could be found.
Okay. What do you have to say about grandmother being involved, possibly having knowledge of Summer Wells' disappearance? Hello?
I know that there's 2 people that know exactly. Oh, she's definitely involved.
Oh, Candace?
She's Grandus, Candace, they're both involved.
What about Donna Wells? Hello? Hello?
Dawn, I don't know how much Dawn knows.
Really? Tell
but
me
I
why.
don't think he
Tell
had
me why.
anything to initially do with it.
No, tell me why. Tell me why.
Well, I don't think that Dawn is involved. Well, I didn't say that I didn't think he was involved, but I don't think he is as involved as the other.
Okay, but I'm just asking you. But I'm just asking you to explain, honey.
Well, yeah. I think it was an accident that was covered up.
Okay. So what do you think happened? She got back to the house and something happened when she got back from the dropping off boy H?
I think it's a possible dry drowning. Maybe she did crack her skull and maybe H did jump in and get her. I don't know. Okay. But I also think where they were talking about the Skittles having the Delta H in them, they had in the back seat, it showed all those Skittles in there. I think she got a hold of those Delta H Skittles.
Well, they said that
she had too many,
the grandmother bought her that candy. Well, somebody said the other night that allegedly the grandmother bought her that candy. I don't know if it's true or not. I have no idea. Somebody says, I believe Grandus and Grandus are involved at least in covering up. Don is involved secondary after the incident.
Yeah, after the fact, yeah.
Okay.
He is.
So you're still guilty. You're still guilty in covering up a court. You didn't call 911. You're guilty for disposing of a body. And then you're guilty of filing a false police report. So think about it. If they bring them in, you go before 12 members. You've got to prove to 12 people you didn't hurt your child deliberately and you discarded your child. That's going to be hard to prove to 12 members. Now, of course, with Casey Anthony, they let her go when I think the evidence was very overwhelming. But depends on your 12 members. Outlaw, what you have to say? Nothing?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I wanted to throw up with that not guilty verdict.
Yeah. That to me, that story about Casey Anthony and the evidence that they showed, to me, I think the evidence was great. And the fact that 12 members could not decide that she did this because they said what was the reason that they let her go is what was her motive for killing the little girl. You don't need a motive. That's what people need to understand about murder. You can't focus on motive. You focus on the evidence. That's what the evidence is for. Because you're not going to get this person to tell you, oh, yeah, I killed my kid because of this, and this. You focus on the evidence. I think the evidence was great. The Winnie the Pooh blanket, the bag that the baby was buried in, the other 2 matching bags was at the house. They came from Target. They were stacking baskets. What are the odds that her linen is Winnie the Pooh at her house? The other baskets are in the garage. The duct tape is pretty much coincides with the duct tape put over the baby's mouth. The fact that the cadaver dog hit on the trunk. Then her lawyer says, no, it didn't. So you argue back and forth about that. The smell of decomposition by 2 experts who are forensic police officers, whatever. Like they ain't never smelled a dead body before. But yet they work with dead bodies. So you got 2 experts plus a dog, and yet that wasn't good enough. Then you have from the national lab up here near where I live, that scientist, he was there introducing the first time the smell test of decomposition. They refuted that. Then they tried to put it on the guy who worked for the electric company that he had put the body there. You know, just BS. This man don't know these people from Adam. How would he get your child, her blanket, the stacking basket from your house and don't know you and discard the baby out around the corner? It's BS. And the fact the mother was out a whole month, never filed a police report or told anybody her child was missing, and said, oh, I'm going to handle it myself. There's your just cause right there. A whole month your child missing, you don't tell nobody nothing. And everything you said about the child, where she could be, all panned out to be lies. And yet they still let her go. I don't understand that. I don't understand that at all. I don't understand that. Very peculiar.
No, you won't, guys. I have smelt one it was left in the truck for 3.5 days, and I tell you what, the smell is bad.
That's what I'm saying. So there's no way. I'm sure her father walked over to the car after the mother said the trunk smells like a dead body. You want me to believe the father didn't walk over to the trunk and smell it? He used to be a police officer? Crazy. Crazy. 9 lives. I guess they're somewhere in here. Oh my goodness. Sweetie, are you still here?
Yeah, I'm here. I got the crackling to stop.
Yeah, I see that. So you believe there was an accident and you believe they covered it up?
Yes, I do.
So you do believe the grandmother also knows?
Oh, yes, I do.
Okay. Okay. That's all I want to know.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
She's in it. Oh, yeah. All the way up. Yeah.
All the way up. Okay.
And I thought that the reason why Candace didn't come out to do an interview for 2 weeks was probably because Dawn probably beat the crap out of her because she died on her watch and the bruises had to heal.
Okay.
I don't know.
Okay. So you think he beat her up?
Oh, yeah. I'd say so.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that was his daughter.
So
I can't.
Are you saying that you believe that this was an accident and not deliberate?
I don't think it was deliberate.
Okay.
I think it was an accident.
So with all the information you heard from Boy H, all the things that sounded kind of orchestrated to some of us, because every conversation was initiated by Candy allegedly from Boy H's testimony to Chris Madonna. It sounded like she was setting the stage to get rid of her child that day because she's the one that texted. She's the one that asked the little girl to go swimming at his house. She's the one that kept talking about this water park to different people that day, but yet you've got your child in a swimming hole. So why would you be taking your child to a park in the evening, but yet you got her swimming in dirty, murky water?
Yeah. Well, that's what I was going to say. After, hearing more and more stuff every day that keeps coming to light, then it makes me think, and how she was with the children, how much abuse is actually now starting to come out. I'm thinking, I think it's planned. Maybe I'm kind of getting away from the accident part, but I have never strayed away from the part that she was deceased on June the 15th.
Okay, so let me ask you this. When you see those pictures that was uploaded to social media with her with the jacket zipped up and the black pants, if we're to believe those pictures were taken on June 15th, what do you think the purpose was for the pictures and if the child was actually alive in those said photographs and video?
I don't know if she was trying to get an alibi out of it to show maybe that she was okay, that she was just cold coming back.
Yeah.
Maybe. I don't know.
Because what you have to ask yourself is, why are you filming that in those clothes on your way home? Why
has she got her face? Yeah, why she got her face up against the milk jugs, which is about the stupidest thing you could do anyway, because everybody is questioning that. Yeah. A child is not going to lay her head or an adult. Yeah. I mean, your face would come back off of that, and that's stupid in itself. So, I'm thinking, well, is she dying there and she's trying to... Yeah.
So that means possibly she knew something was wrong with her at possibly Boy H's.
Yeah.
Because you got to remember, if we're to believe those are actual clothes she put on her on the 15th, he said she came to the house originally in shorts and then changed into a bathing suit at his house. So that means she had to change the clothes either at his house or in that car at the house, or drove off and changed somewhere down the road. And then started filming once in Rogersville. For what reason?
Yeah. I don't know that, because, you know, it just keeps going round and around about where the clothes were. They
and the milk would be hot or start to get hot if your windows are down in June and the windows are down. That's hot air blowing inside of a car.
Yeah,
if you don't have the air conditioning,
and that milk would be sweaty. There would
and
be
then you
water
also have to
running
remember
off of it.
we're talking about 35-minute drive from Kingsport to Rogersville, and they lived on the edge of town in Rogersville, so it could be longer than 35 minutes. No air conditioning, no way.
Yeah,
that milk would be cold.
Oh no, there's no way.
Mm-hmm.
No way. No, there just needs to be a time of reckoning.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Yes, finally, yes, exactly.
And you know, it just irritates me to no end to see Don walk out of the courthouse down there, get in his car or his truck, excuse me, and still his truck is not registered. He still does not have a valid driver's license. And Ronnie Lawson watches him drive away. And I know this because I saw it on the news, and I saw him do
I pulled up a video the other day on somebody's channel, and that's or the news channel. Yeah, it was the news. I'm sorry. And that's what's baffling to me, that anybody at this point could think there's something off with this sheriff, because, you know, like I told people, I could be wrong, but what are you doing walking him out? People get arrested every day. You don't walk them out nowhere. You let them get the hell on. Once you walk out of court, you're on your own. So I said, is it perhaps he was afraid for his safety that he walked them out? He knew it would get out by the news media, social media. Somebody might be waiting on him to do something. Like, what the hell are you doing getting out of jail? You probably killed this kid, and now you're getting out. So I said, maybe that's the reason why he walked them out, for safety reasons. Could be. I don't know.
Yeah.
But now you factor in the issue with the dogs, alleged letter from the Humane Society. They're saying they have to have escort from the sheriff to go up on the property. So are these people showing favor to the Wells and not really following through with allegations, this and that? The issue of somebody saying they gave the children alcohol at the house that was visiting her kids. See, it's a lot of now he said, she said coming out. You don't really know what to believe without a receipt.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know about the killer there.
Well, I put it on YouTube more than once. You know, if Ronnie Lawson cannot differentiate the difference between his job,
go ahead,
okay, and, you know, and his relative ties, which they have looked back on ancestry and all that, and it's, you know, he is related, you know, along the line.
Well,
the relation.
A lot of people have been doubting that, saying that they're not related.
Oh, well, Colette.
I don't know, because I haven't done the ancestry history, so.
Well, anyway, it has shown that they are related. And I put on there, if he cannot, you know, do his job, then he needs to remove himself. TBI needs to remove him. Better yet, TBI needs to take over. And I have harped on that so many times. And finally, I had heard last week or the week before, and I heard Don B today did say TBI has the case. And I thought, well, thank God.
Well, they are all involved. You know? Let me say that in the live. TBI, Knoxville Field Office, and FBI, and Hawkins County are all involved in the investigation of somewhere else.
But at least it's not just Ronnie Hawkins.
No, it's not just Ronnie Lawson. 3 other agents.
Ronnie Lawson. Yes. We might maybe get some.
Well, let me ask you.
Get some answers.
Do you feel like the Sheriff Lawson has shown favor to Mr. Wells and his wife?
Yes, I do.
Okay. And tell me why.
Well, let's see. The hoax that they put on, they should have been arrested for that.
Okay.
But
that's just somebody calling somebody on the phone. I can't arrest you for lying to your friend or family about something.
But, I mean, who does that with your kid missing?
Yeah, but think about it. It's not breaking the law. It's just me calling you, telling you
Yeah.
what I want you, telling you what I want to tell you. That's not me breaking the law. Now, if he was pretending to be
Well,
an FBI agent or she was pretending to be an FBI agent, then it'd be different.
I think I'm just too invested in it.
No, that's
care
okay.
too much. I think I just care too much. I've never been this
that's how I felt
involved in a missing kids
earlier
case.
with Cal City and Summer. It's Christmas. Like I told people last week, I didn't want to talk about them the week of Christmas, Cal City especially, because it marks the 1 week in the week of Christmas. But I wanted to get these videos out of the way so I wouldn't have to talk about them through the holiday season. But it's depressing to know that 2 children were living brothers in the house with some people, and these people don't give a damn about them. They don't talk about them. They don't rally for them. Then you march yourself over here to East Tennessee. There's a little girl missing. All her father does is a walkie-talkie, wants, a fame whore, wants attention. And it's like they are evenly yoked, Summer Wells and Cal City. You understand what I'm saying? They have a lot of similarities as far as both got children removed from the state, which tells you a lot that there's something hanky-panky with the family, because the state just don't remove those children for no reason. And you have a lot of people missing, children missing, and their other brothers and sisters do not get removed from the state's care because a child is missing. So you do have to consider that. He's a walkie-talkie, wants to be seen, jumping on everybody's panel show. Cal City, opposite. They're not talking to nobody. Police, FBI, or a YouTuber. Not mama, daddy, cousin, nobody. Where are the friends? Where's the family? Where's the rallying? Nothing. Few people that's biological to children. But my thing is, day late, dollar short. Where were you all when the children needed somebody before they went into state's care? See, I'm a realist.
Yeah.
I don't sugarcoat anything. Somebody's coming out now talking about, I'm the brother, I'm the father. What does that mean? Where were you when they needed somebody?
That's what I thought last night when I saw that man on there.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Where were you when the children needed a family member?
I know, that's what I thought. I thought, well, where were you?
Well,
who are you?
But look, when I first covered that story months ago, they came for me the first of the year like I had robbed somebody. I bring you the facts. You can't just jump to the end of the story where they get kidnapped from allegedly the West. What the hell happened for them to get in the state's care in the first place? And it's grimy how they got in the state's care. And everybody want to come out talking about they're a cousin and a friend. What does that mean now? The children needed somebody in the beginning so they would have never got with the West to get kidnapped or hurt, harmed, murdered, trafficked, whatever version you want to believe.
Yeah.
Where's the ownership? Maybe these people didn't really know the bio mother. You couldn't have known her well, or you would have known that she was struggling with her kids and had problems. She needed somebody to keep her kids. And she never followed through to get her kids back, but yet never explains that. What did you do or not do to get your kids back? Because like I tell people, the state don't want your kids. And I don't know why people think they want your kids. Because they got to find somewhere to put your kids. And there's not people just lined up to take in foster children.
Yeah, there's not. Yeah.
Yeah. Nobody just wants to take your kid.
Yeah, those kids are so precious. Oh, my goodness.
Yeah. So, hey, the kids had a start just like over here in Hollerville. These kids had a start. But you can see how these people act and behave. Imagine these children growing up in a house with Don and Candy. Same thing, Cal City. 4 kids, all separated. 2 put in the state's care. Mama didn't comply to get the kids back. Now everybody's coming out acting like they're so concerned about these children. So people are going to logically ask, well, where were you when the mother lost custody or was going through the motion to get custody back, whichsoever? Where were you?
Yeah.
You can't just push it under the rug because Jacqueline Trezell got them and they went missing on their watch. It doesn't work like that. Everybody has a start. And you're supposed to own your part in the start.
Yes.
It's just depressive.
And then there's another little girl that's missing. I mean, it's just every day.
Yeah, I heard it. Yeah, I heard about that. The one out of Texas.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I already told the chat I will not be talking about any more children on this network. The only children I will talk about are children I've already covered, such as Summer Wells, Cal City, Megan Boswell's daughter,
Yeah.
Camille McKinney out of Alabama. Those are cases I will cover only because I've already have content uploaded about the kids. But as far as any new children, I don't want to talk about any more kids.
Yeah. Yeah, Megan, her trial is coming up, what, August 2022?
Who?
Megan Boswell. Her daughter Evelyn.
Evelyn, yes. Oh, when I see that baby, oh my God, I could just, you know how you see a little baby and you just want to touch him and kiss him and
hug
their jaws, and yes, every time I see pictures of her, I'm so emotional. I was very emotional when I first heard the story. I was just like, man, where is this baby? And I knew that heifer did something because her story kept changing. She was implicating her mother. She was grinning during her interviews. And I said, man, that heifer did something to that baby. And when they found that baby, man, I'm telling you, it took everything out of me not to want to ride myself up there and wring that heifer's neck. I mean, wring her neck.
Yeah. Well, I think that if Summer was in, what county is that? Carter? There's no Sullivan County where Evelyn was found.
Next door. Yeah.
I think Summer, if she'd been in that county, I think we'd already have everything. Everybody would be charged. Everything would be done.
Yeah.
I really do.
I'm telling you, she is another Summer Wells. That is, man.
Oh, yeah.
That was a beautiful baby. Girl.
Yeah, but
I just told myself, why didn't you just give her to somebody? I just couldn't understand it. You could have given her for adoption. You could have asked that lady who took you in, could you keep my baby? Could you raise my baby? I'm going through some things right now. She's another one. She's too busy trying to chase him behind after that damn boy. That's her problem. She's another Susan Smith. She's another Susan Smith.
Yeah.
They're all.
Oh, yeah.
I'm telling you, they're all the same. Megan Boswell, Casey Anthony, Susan Smith, they're all cut from the same problem. They're chasing in behind these men, and these men didn't want to be with a woman with a kid. But that's a guy's right. If a man doesn't want to be with a woman with children, that is his right.
Exactly.
That is his right. You don't go kill your kid because some dude don't want to be with a woman with a kid. Then you go find you another guy who can accept you with being a mother.
Exactly.
There's thousands of people who've had children and they dated guys and they didn't have a husband. This is crazy. Kill your kid because of a guy. I just was like, dear God, please tell me this is not why this kid is missing.
It's so sad.
It's very sad. It's very sad. Oh, Lord.
I get so emotional when I see a picture of Summer or I start talking about Summer. So I'm trying to hold my feelings in check. But it is just so hard. You know,
it is
to
hard.
think just to think what the children endured and what she endured. And you were talking about her hair being cut earlier and
like a boy. Very scary. When you see that picture and you're trying to figure out why would you cut your child's hair that low? And then you got all these rumors. Because like I said, this case is built on he said, she said. Nobody's validated anything pertaining to Summer Wells. So you got all this he said, she said. And if it's coming from Candy, you can't believe anything she said. So you really don't know any reason why the child's hair was cut. You don't know if it was because of no cooties. You don't know because it was any damn thing. Could be just a vicious ass mother, mad at the world, cut her damn kid's hair down. You don't know.
Yeah.
But to look at a cute, pretty little girl, it's a beautiful child. Summer Wells is a beautiful baby, just like Megan. Megan's daughter, Evelyn. And then you see the head cut, the dirty clothes. You're saying to yourself, man, what am I missing here? Something's not right. And to see a girl child in dirty clothes, her little jacket, the sleeves of it nasty. Man, I'm telling you, it pisses me off.
Oh, yeah.
This pisses me off.
I always thought she cut her hair because she was jealous of her.
I
don't know.
It could be. Could be. See, that's the thing. You're never going to know because Candy is never going to tell you the truth about why she did anything.
No.
She's not going to tell you what happened June 15th. She's not going to tell you how she felt about her kids. She's not going to tell you how she felt about Summer Wells. She's not going to tell you why she cut her hair. She's not going to tell you what she did when she left Boy H's house. She's not going to tell you anything. You know, my source tells me that they believe that the child was dumped after H's house.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. That she was dumped. So it has been reported that they did search other places besides Beach Creek community.
Well,
and
I'd
like to know all the places that they searched because we neighbor North Carolina, Virginia, and Kentucky. So if it's what we think, she's no longer living, she could be anywhere.
Oh, yeah. That's why I kept saying, why did they keep searching in the area of where the Wells live? I said, she's not there. She has never been there. On June the 15th, she never came home. Mm-hmm. She's never been there.
Yeah.
I really believe that. Her body has never been there.
Right.
That's just my opinion, but I don't believe she's ever been there.
Okay.
And that's what kept bothering me about why are they continually looking in the same place, but you hope
but
they
you should know there's a
looking
reason.
somewhere else.
You should know there's probably a reason why. Because let's go back to Gabby Petito. All that time, they circled and circled like vultures down there at that neighboring reserve, right?
Yeah.
But look what happened in the end. He was there.
Well, yeah, true.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He was there. He wasn't alive, but he was there. So that means you banked on whatever was told to you by the family and whatever other information you got via devices or whatever, that Brian Laundrie was in that reserve. And in the end, that is where he was. So I have to think to myself, perhaps they know something about Summer Wells being in the Beach Creek community, and that's why they've researched 2 days straight looking for her, because they believe she's out there somewhere.
I just want her to be found,
Yeah.
And I
told
really
the chat the other night that perhaps the 2 day search is because they have information that, Summer was out there. But when they went out there, naturally, you're still talking about vast land. They didn't find her, and perhaps she was moved, because you have to think when people are hurrying and scurrying, trying to get rid of a body, they may just drop a body somewhere for the meanwhile. And many people have been moved after death. They were discarded one place, and then they went back, got them, moved them somewhere else. That has happened. That could be the case here. I don't know, Yeah. Oh, Lord, it just
there's just so many unanswered questions.
And that's why people talk and gossip and have innuendos, speculations, narratives, because there's no evidence that's been released to the public by law enforcement. So you start to, bang your head against the wall trying to figure out where's this little girl. And it's depressing, because if you actually care about a child, you are concerned, like, where is this baby? Where is she? You will assume whatever you want to assume about the parents. Their behavior has been very disrespectful and asinine. So your mind will tell you, well, perhaps they're involved, because they don't seem like very concerned people to me. But that's our perception. Some of us, that's our perception. It doesn't mean it's accurate, but it's just our perception. And I'm one of those type of people. I bank on how I feel. And if I get that gut feeling that something is not right, amiss, then that's just a gut feeling. Doesn't mean it's right, but if that's just my gut feeling. But I could be wrong. And that's what I tell people. Could it be we are wrong? These are just some goofy ass people with no respect for life, no regard for life. They never really cared about their children, but somebody went there and took their child. What are the possibilities? I don't think somebody took their child, but what are the possibilities? You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
Because what if we're wrong? Somebody came up there. But my right mind says there's no way you're not going to hear somebody coming up the drive. You got a gravel driveway. Gravel makes noise with tires. I'm sorry.
Oh, yes.
Because I live on gravel, so I know. You can hear when the cars pull up all day, every day.
Oh, yeah.
You can hear when the cars pull up in your sleep. So it's just like, it's BS. It's BS. It's just BS.
And I don't think anybody was hiding out in the basement either.
No, I don't think anybody, exactly. I don't think anybody was upstairs. I don't think anybody was downstairs. I don't think anybody was standing out by the door. I don't think anybody was standing in a dog trail. I just don't think that because this girl was gone all day with her kid. Who the hell's getting ready to stalk your property that long without having knowledge that you were gone with the victim? So let's just keep that in mind. My target is Summer Wells. I have to know that she's not there. And what are the odds that she was gone all day and then I just pop up on the scene, she's there? Come on now. You gotta make it make sense. And there are three children there.
Stories keep changing.
Right. And there are three children there who were there all day long, allegedly, unharmed, untouched, not missing. But the child who was gone all day comes back missing. That's why I think it was orchestrated, because you have to use just like logic. What are the odds that the child who's gone all day makes it back to the property in the middle of nowhere? Because that's, to me, that's no man's land. And that child would go missing.
Oh, yeah.
But not the three that were there unattended. Come on now. And yet somebody was there on the property touching the kids, but nobody ran to their rescue to check on them. No 911, no nothing. But the child who was in the supervision of her mother, she comes home, goes in the basement, and goes missing. You want me to believe that? There's no way I can believe that.
Want somebody to, don't they?
No way I can believe that.
Yeah.
Well, you can want all that. You know, I want a white Mercedes with tan seats, leather, 4-door, sunroof. Do you feel me?
Oh yeah. I need my roof replaced, and I can't get that done.
Yeah. We all want something.
I need it.
I'm gonna do that too. Yeah, I need the Mercedes. I need about 6,000 square feet for no reason. It's just me. I just want to hear myself talk, walking around the rooms, yelling to myself, Angela, and see if somebody answers me back. That part.
Yes.
Exactly.
Well, that's what I said. That's why she keeps telling something different. If you tell the truth, you don't have to remember what you said because the truth never changes.
Oh, yeah. It would have took everything. It would have been bad for me if I had ever drove up there to the vigil, saw her. She wouldn't have to worry about short hair. She would have never grew hair again. I'd snatched her bald with what little hair she had on her scalp. That's how I feel about Candy.
Oh, I know.
And Don, too. I would take both of their heads and bash them together.
Oh, I would too. Yeah.
They make me sick to my stomach. Because all they've been doing is playing games with social media. And these goofy people out here that's so thirsty for attention, they've fallen into the snare of them and aiding them and talking to them. About what? You all this talking. But you have nothing to tell you where this child is. This is not a game. That's a whole human being that you've been sitting here playing reindeer games with their father and mother. She's nowhere to be found because they got her gone deliberately. That's how I feel. That's why you can't find her. That's why you can't find the boys of Cow City, because they were deliberately put away, tucked away. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, not to be found.
The fact that you're now 1 year in, nothing. 6 months into summer, nothing. Stay woke. Shit ain't no accident. It's no accident. Most of the people you find missing, they got missing on purpose. What no accident? Because when people have accidents and you care about them, you have no problem with calling 911 to say, hey, my mom fell down the stairs. My friend is comatose or had a stroke. Whatever. You have no problem with calling 911. You care about your friend. You'll call 911. You're not going to say, oh, my God, they're going to think I did it. Let's go bury him. You come to the queen talking that. Come out. Angie, he ain't breathing. I think we need to get a tub. No, you go get the tub. I'm out of here. We gonna fight because I'm coming up out of this room. Do you hear what I'm saying to you?
Oh, yeah.
Ain't nobody getting ready to make the queen wrap up nothing, tuck nothing, cut no arm, leg. I don't play them kind of games. We gonna fight. And we gonna see who's gonna be the biggest loser. Because you can't rope me into, hey, I think he's dead. I don't want to be blamed. Let's go get some tarp and garbage bags. And you know what I'm going to say to you? Yeah, come on, let's go get them. And you're going to find yourself by yourself.
Yeah.
Because big girl ain't doing prison. Ting! I wish I would.
No, not me neither. Don't need that kind of friend.
That's one thing. Ain't nobody going to never tell me, I need your help. Oh, doing what exactly? Well, see, this is what happened. And then this happened. And I need you to come over here and help me put him in a tub, the cellar. And the first thing I'm gonna tell you is, okay, hold on 1 second. Click. I'm calling damn 911. I wish the hell I would. Ain't nobody going to come serve no indictment for me. Not now, not never.
Shoot.
I don't even want to be on the line with you talking about a dead body.
Exactly.
Hell no. Hell no. No, I'm keeping it real. You're not going to even have me on the phone line talking about what you did to Pookie, Ray. Okay, I'm going to tell you, hold please, like I'm the operator. Hold please. Hold on. Snooky on the other line. Wait a minute. I'm going to put you on hold.
Yeah, I don't want to be the accessory after the fact.
And never. Nobody could ever call me. Because I'm not even fraternizing with anybody that rocks like that. And if you rock like that, I find out after the fact you're like that, I'm not getting ready to engage with you and be like, well, what happened? And oh my gosh, that's so terrible. And soon as you tell me Pookie ain't breathing, click.
Say, you needed to call 911, not me.
Did you hear what I said?
Yeah.
Shamika ain't breathing. She ain't. Well, call 911. Well, I can't click. You're not looping me into nothing. Because that's how a lot of people get looped in. They start asking questions. You don't ask questions once you realize the person ain't trying to call 911. Your best bet is to get them off that telephone line. Because the next question is, can you come over here? No.
No, I cannot.
I can't meet you nowhere. Because I'm not about to have to call somebody and then they got to go call a bondsman for me because I'm fooling with your crazy self. And it's the sad thing is this is how people get wrapped up in these type of scenarios. And it's sickening, but it happens every day. People keep talking, asking questions like they're, on a TV show. When your discerning spirit just say, cut the line. Cut it. Well, I ask no more questions. You're not obligated to people. And you sure as hell not obligated to help nobody aid a dead person. Hell no, I'm not aiding you nowhere.
Nope. See,
Rebecca says I'm a patient woman and I haven't lost my temper in years. But Lord help me, they're making me lose my temper. Yes, it's to be expected. You will, because it's sad. This is a child we're talking about. This is a child. She didn't deserve this. It's horrible. Whether it was an accident or not, you're still discarding a corpse and you're lying about it. So like I said, if you went before a court, you stood trial, you've got to make 12 people believe it was an accident and why you would discard a body and lie to the police about a report. See, that's what people aren't thinking about when you keep saying, it's an accident. It's an accident. Okay, well, imagine they get indicted. Now you've got to tell 12 people why it was an accident and why you didn't call the damn police. Nah. So now, Lies, I'm going to ask you this and I'm going to check out of here. 6 months in, how much longer?
I didn't think it'd be 6 months. I don't know.
Mm-hmm. Cal City, 1 year in.
Well, you look at the Delphi murders too.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I mean, you just look back and you think, oh my gosh, how did these parents do it? You know?
Mm-hmm. And that's what I try to make the chat understand is that most of the children, because I bring stats, most of the times when I talk about missing cases, most of the cases of the missing children, it is not a random stranger. It is their caretakers. So that's why I tell people, why are you sitting here but thinking that some random person went out in the middle of nowhere and kidnapped a kid?
Yeah.
Because I live, only minutes away from rural America, and I haven't heard of any children going missing out in the middle of nowhere. I've only known one case recently of a missing person, and that's a guy who was living at a halfway house out in Clinton, Tennessee. So you see what I'm saying? Make it make sense.
Oh, yeah.
And anybody with sense knows those guys at that halfway house got Chad Carr missing. So that's how I feel about Summer Wells. It's the same setup, middle of nowhere. Ain't nobody just went up and took Chad out that place, and ain't nobody went up and took Summer Wells out her house.
Exactly. Yeah. I just think it may be another one of those, like that Maya Malete. They don't have a body, but her husband has been arrested. It can be the same thing.
That's where the evidence comes in. Is that we live in a digital society now, and many people in this day and age, that's how they've been apprehended, arrested, is because of the digital footprint. And people stay on their phones all the time. And that's something that a lot of people don't think about when they're out here committing a crime. You commit a crime, you got your GPS tracking on through your Google, whatever, and you're carrying that phone in your back pocket, whatever, while you're toting a body from one place to the other. Well, that phone's tracking your every movement on that day.
Mm-hmm.
Your car has a GPS on it. It's tracking everywhere you went that day. When you went in and out of your house, your doorbell cameras, the neighbors' cameras, it's tracking you coming in and out on that day. You went to a toll booth. It tracked you that day. See, those are things you don't have any control over.
Right.
You stopped and got something to eat at McDonald's. Well, you were on camera. You used your debit card. There's a timestamp. See, those are the things people don't think about. That's how most people have been taught.
I hope there's a big digital. Oh, it's okay. I hope there's a big digital footprint.
Oh, I'm sure it is.
On June the 15th.
Because you don't know what those neighbors have seen out there. You don't know what's on their digital cameras. You don't know what's on the trail cameras if they have them on their driveways or whatever. You don't have any idea. You don't know what's been seen on the places she allegedly went, in town in Rogersville or Kingsport or other jurisdictions that's going to tie into an accurate account of where she was. Because, see, that's all it takes is for her to say one thing that, hey, I was over here at this time, and then they come back and say, well, your GPS on your car and your phone says otherwise. Your GPS on your phone says you were over here for 15 minutes. What were you doing over in this area? Now, God forbid that GPS puts her in a stamp at a place that's barren. See where I'm going?
Yeah.
So what are you doing in a place where ain't nothing around but grass? You got to explain that.
Exactly.
And that's where I think the search comes in. Yeah, I think that's where the search comes in. Why they return to that area near the house, they do know something.
Oh, yeah.
They searched
I know
their
they know a
family.
lot more. Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
of
they know a
course.
lot more, obviously, than they're giving us.
Yes.
But you know,
Yes.
the human mind
Yes.
is still questions. You know,
Yes.
and then I
You know, I'll give you a
stop
perfect
myself and
example.
say, well, you know.
When the DC sniper was, you know, he had his little entourage with him, the young boy helping him shoot everybody that he could see in sight. When they released the make of the car, they already had an idea of who he was and the car he was driving. But they didn't tell the public that. You understand? They lied to the public and said, if you see this here, let us know. We want to talk to this person. All along, it was their suspect. But they never told the public that. So that's what I think of in every case, such as this one. That no matter what they say to you, it doesn't mean that's the truth to why they want to know about a Tacoma truck, blah, blah, blah. Do you understand what I'm saying? The Tacoma truck is supposed to be somebody that may have witnessed something. For all I know, the Tacoma truck is actually the getaway car. Who's to say?
Exactly. Yeah.
And then now we've got him saying, I don't know about the truck. I'm debunking the screen. It ain't related. Now we got foul play. And then TBI said early on, we don't have any evidence to an abduction. Those are 4 different things that's basically saying a no-go. So now foul play's on the table. That's because it all in all, that's what you think happened to Summer Wells in the first place. You're just finally saying it now.
Yeah, finally.
You're
saying it.
You're saying it. Exactly.
Yep. I'm so glad I found your channel.
Oh, anytime, baby. Thanks for coming.
Well, I enjoyed it.
Are you a kitty cat owner?
Oh, yeah. That would be me. I have cats and I feed community cats.
Oh, 9 lives. You put food out for them?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I have my regulars, and then I have like people that, you know, are cats that actually have
your
owners.
regulars. You have somebody coming up there knocking on the door talking about, hey, where's my roast?
And they are going to have a
hey lady, I don't want no tuna and no can. I want a roast and some mashed potatoes, some macaroni and cheese.
You're too much.
I know I am. Thank you all.
You're good.
Thank you all so much. Good. I appreciate the love. Happy holidays to you, 9 lives. I'm gonna check out of here, baby. You come up there anytime, okay? Okay, baby.
Okay, I think I got this figured out now.
hey, you Gucci now, baby.
Thank you.
You're welcome, baby. Good night.
All right. Night.
Okay. Night, sweetie. That's 9 lives. I'm going to check out of here. I want to thank you all for joining me. I'm glad to get this live over with because it's the holidays and this is a season for giving and receiving and eating and sharing gifts and giving gifts and talking, laughing, sharing with people. And prayers for those who don't have a lot of family, friends. We're going to pray for those people. We're going to pray for the missing children. We're going to pray for those who've been found alive and those who've been found deceased and all missing persons found alive and deceased. Everybody is worthy of life in God's eyes. We're going to pray for Summer Wells and her brothers. We're going to pray for the boys of Cal City. And this is just a horrific story to me. And I'm just burnt out talking about missing children. I never intended it to go in this fashion on my channel, to be talking about children all the time, because I talk about various subject matters, entertainment, famous people, regular people, situations, hypothetical. I now am doing true crime that have happened in the past. It's called The Crime Vault. My first story was Anthony Sewell. Feel free to tune into that content that I uploaded the other day. But the children's stories I can no longer indulge in. Like I said, I have some content in my library that I've already discussed about some missing children, and they were found deceased. I will cover those stories only because I invested in them a year or two ago. Camille McKinney, Evelyn Boswell, Cal City Boys, now Summer Wells. the case out of Houston, I may cover that in time when that ever that was the mother and boyfriend ever go to trial. But I just do not want to continue to talk about children every day. It's just depressing to me. And there are other people who are missing that I can indulge in and speak of, grown-ups that are missing if I choose to go down that road. But I just don't want to keep talking about children every day. I can't do it, and I don't want to. I just feel like it's, I don't know, something in my spirit just tells me it's just a bad omen. Talking about just really missing people in general. It's just something my mind was telling me the other day. I don't like that omen hanging over me about missing people and missing children. But I thank you all for following the content and tuning in and sharing the content. Thank you. I appreciate that. All my new subscribers, all the wonderful donations I got this week for Christmas. Thank you all so very much. I appreciate it. God bless all of you. Stay safe. If you see something, say something. Be a part of the solution and not the problem. Don't wait to say something, because perhaps this is why we have 2 missing boys out of Cal City. Summer Wells missing. Cupcake. All these children, nobody said anything on those fateful days. And then the children went missing. And unfortunately, Evelyn was found deceased in a shed. Camille was found in a dumpster. The other child laid in a house for 11 months dead in Houston, Texas. Because at some point, somebody knew something and they let it ride. And do you want to be that person knowing you smelled something, seen something, heard something, knew something wasn't right, but you kept your mouth closed? And then you want to go run to the news. It's too late. Doesn't even count to go to the news and say, oh, I heard this, I saw this. Oh, this was going on with the mother, the father. What does it mean at that point? It's too late. You could have saved a life had you opened your mouth. You don't have to give your name. That's what you ought to understand. You don't have to give your name. And I advise from now on, don't call CPS. We're going to bypass CPS. We're going to call the police department. Hey, I saw a child outside 3-4 days in a row, same clothes, hair not combed, not eating. Call the police. And see, the police will then go talk to the child, then ask the child where he or she lives, and then they'll go to the door directly. And that'll be a wrap. If there's anything facetious going on, the police will handle it. And you ain't got to worry about waiting to see if CPS is going to follow through and do anything. Lord have mercy. Merry Christmas to all of you, and happy holidays to all of you. Happy Kwanzaa, Feliz Navidad. Oh, Lord have mercy. I feel bad. But like I said, the children didn't have a chance. And I know there's always a reason for the season, cruel as it sounds. And God had other plans, obviously, for these children. And I just pray that there will be justice for the Cal City boys, and there will be justice for Summer Wells. And as far as Grandus, I do believe you're complicit as well. You know about Summer Wells, her disappearance, what happened. I don't know how you got yourself wrapped up in this mess with your daughter Candy, but I feel like you're a party to the mess alongside Donald Wells and possibly others. And I think you're grimy for leaving town, if indeed you left town. And the fact that you could stay on that property, knowing how they lived, knowing how they raised their children, knowing how the children looked, you're just as grimy as Candy and Don. You're not any better, because in the beginning, you're like everybody else. You had full well knowledge of what was going on top of that hill, and you rode the ride and you stayed in there to have a free fucking place to live like most bums. You're a bum. And you lived up there on that damn hill watching the shenanigans going on. You didn't say nothing. You didn't tell your daughter, hey, you need to get out the situation. This is a volatile situation. You can do better, be better. You can raise your kids somewhere else. You can go live in a nice apartment, a nice house, duplex, something. Tennessee is a volunteer state. For those that don't know, we have help in this city, in this state. So there's no reason for no woman with children to ever be in an abusive relationship and suffer, because we have help to aid you in a domestic violence situation and offer you help with housing, food, all that. So you stayed with Don because you wanted to. And Grandus, you stayed up on that hill with her and Don because you wanted to. So you're all bums to me. You're all self-serving bums. You don't want nothing. You don't care about nothing. You don't know a better life. You don't know about nothing but mayhem and foolishness. And the fact that you have another daughter out here allegedly missing shows me a lot of your character, that you all stay in foolishness and you're going to revel in it until you're 6 feet down. And that's what I think. You're going to revel in this mess with all these missing family members until you're 6 feet down. You're street people. And I don't have any respect for you. Not now, not never. Because you don't have to live like this. It's a choice to be empty, to not care, to not be invested in your loved ones and in yourself. Happy holidays to everybody. Thank you all. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year to everybody. I'll talk to you guys later after the holidays. Please stay safe. If you want to donate to the channel, $ Big Angie 129 Cash App. This is Everyday Shenanigans. Thank you. Thank you, mods.